the stream. So
okay, hello
Candace,
everybody.
kind of like persuaded the
We're
decision of going
gonna
to play
get
City of
started
Villains because we haven't actually
here.
done
Congrats,
Only Played
Lucy.
Forever.
You got
So
pain
we were
and
just
tech.
kicking around last night. I was like, you know, it'd be fun. What if
We
we
are
get
going
everybody on
to
here to create characters from Unlikely
we
Heroes?
are going
You could easily
to
make a
be
small
starting here in
brawler,
just a minute.
color
I'm getting all
green,
my shit
maker
together.
without an
I'm
extra
leaving for a
fucking
work trip
two-handed
tomorrow, so
power
the
set.
kids kind of held me
Here,
up because
or
they
you know,
wanted extra
Sheet's
long
easy.
advice, or
I mean,
good nights,
you
I should
just
say. So
throw a fucking dark
I will
arrow
accept
and
them
you
all
win.
they want to give them.
Lucy Witten made gray.
So yeah, we're gonna get started. We're in the middle of a fight, so I'm not going to drag this out too long. Oops.
That's literally gray.
Just make sure you're okay.
You don't need to have good damage as a controller. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would help, Pain. That would help. All right, let's move over to these here hooligans.
Poor Lucy's like, what the fuck? I didn't even realize there was same-side PvP in this game. And she's like, there's not. As his health goes to 0. Yeah. I talked to one of the new devs.
Alright. Yeah. Bullets and memory.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's like every shot has a 1% chance to its dead.
Gray, wherever Gray is in the world. Lucy's sitting in the middle of fucking Paragon City, and all of a sudden this stray arrow. Oh, god damn it, she!
Hey, Saru.
I will just be in whatever starting area, just shooting arrows at the ground.
That would actually be hilarious.
Alright. Okay, so if y'all remember the nefarious situation you were in when we ended, I'm going to do a quick recap. Here. So, last session, you guys had heard from Tempest that you needed to go to the west side of town, that there were missing persons there, and there was another clue that you had received as loot, actually, from the slimes, or I guess we could call them oozes, yeah. But you received an invitation to a nightclub, which I don't think I ever told you guys the name of. It was kind of, well, we'll discuss it later. Maybe you guys will figure it out. Anyway, so you received an invitation to the nightclub. When you got there, it looked kind of like a beat-up old pharmacy, definitely abandoned side of town. Got inside, really thoroughly searched that map. I was actually really proud of you guys. And managed to open the locked vault door. Once you got in there, you found a tunnel, which was bore out. Clearly something burrowed in there. Unfortunately, you did figure out what burrowed, to everyone's dismay. It was an undead something. Some kind of undead giant creature. And you guys actually just finished fighting that and a plethora of zombies that kind of shambled down. So we did leave turn order at that point so that you guys can kind of figure out what you're going to do from here, and I will let you take it away.
Did we get XP?
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out the best way to do that because you guys haven't finished the whole thing yet.
We haven't finished the mission, but we finished the encounter plus the session.
Yeah, so...
I mean, if you don't want to give it every session, I'm not going to argue
that's
with you.
fine. I can do it every session. It's not a big deal. I was going to do it after, but it makes more sense just to do it at the beginning. Give me 1 second.
My only thought is, like, if we don't do it each session, then we come back, potentially wait till the end of a quest line.
Mm-hmm.
What if the end of the quest line is 6 sessions deep, and we had a break in there somewhere with a long rest that could have potentially procced a level?
Give me 1 second.
Later on, it's not that big of a deal, but early on, I mean, it could happen at any time. I'm still, like, well over 3,000 XP away from it, but...
See, but that's the magic bit. We suddenly have a 3,000 extra XP just from the bullet.
So everybody would have gained, from last session, 938 XP.
Jesus Christ, we're making some work.
Some of that is roleplay as well. But that was also the encounter.
I'm sorry, you said 938?
938. I was just about to ask if everybody's familiar with how to do that in D&D Beyond, and then I looked at the group, so we're good.
Okay. I'll be right back. I should go check on my food to make sure it doesn't burn.
Okay, yeah, please don't burn.
This fucking kid. He won't even tell us, by the way, what he's cooking. He said, I'll give you 10 minutes and then I'll
ribs.
be back with it.
It's ribs.
I was gonna guess ribs or a whole ass chicken.
A whole ass chicken. That's right.
Just yeah, it's an
Not-
entire leg of lamb.
Not even a whole baking tray of like chicken nuggets or anything. It's just the whole chicken on that baking tray.
Yep.
Alright, so Marcus is going to do just a very quick glance as the boulette goes down. He's going to keep the blades out just because they're the only thing providing light down here. And he's going to kind of just do a once-over to the rest of the group because he hasn't really been paying attention to anybody because he just trusts Aegis. So how does everyone look? Is anybody bloodied?
So looking around at the group,
That's all he would really care about, by the way. He doesn't give a fuck about scratches, but if anyone's bloodied.
yeah, when you look around at the group, you're like, okay, I'm doing my fucking job because everybody looks pretty stellar right now between you and Aegis and Bonkin. Your powers combined, everybody is in good health. With you guys sucking up all the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel great.
Well, that was interesting. I didn't... He kind of like kicks the boulette's head up a little bit with the point of his toe. Didn't realize these things could even be reanimated. Oh, fuck. Do any of you know what this is?
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
And Aegis will kind of walk up to it. Like, he's hesitant, but at the same time, it's like, there's something pulling him to walk closer to that, despite not wanting to.
Okay. DM question. He says that he's walking towards it, like something's pulling him towards it. Do we see like
an internal struggle type of deal?
Okay. No. That's fine. I'm just making sure that this wasn't something.
Yeah.
Ghost gotcha in the tail end of the
He's
last.
possessed.
Oh, no.
Congratulations. It was a secret possession.
No, nothing like that. It's like the internal struggle of it.
I also have a DM question, but of a different sort. As Kira also goes up to this thing, do any of this thing's plates seem like they might? I mean, this thing was dead, has been dead for a while. Do any of these things? Do any of its plates seem like they are loose or damaged at all? Might be able to be, I don't know, artificered.
Do they all look nailed down? I think is what she's getting around
Yes,
to.
do they all look nailed down?
I don't know, like just hypothetically speaking.
She's no better than a fucking vulture.
You can
Hypothetically, is all the connective tissue still holding really well?
give me an investigation check to start with, Kira. Okay. You can see that there's damage to the plates, but you're fairly certain most of that was from your party members with fighting it just now. It doesn't really, you don't really see like any full plates that have fallen off of it or anything. If you want to try to, see if you're able to remove some, you can attempt to, but you're going to have to do some more rolls.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Before
because
you get too close, let me turn off the blender.
Thank you. Because Kira's currently thinking that making some party members bullet armor would be fucking cool. So, yeah.
They're pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, right? So yeah. Hell yeah, she's gonna
So
try
you're
and
attempting to harvest
salvage.
some
Yeah,
plates.
hell yeah.
Okay.
it'll be very heavy and this is gonna suck. I am not strong.
So give me
Can I help?
are you proficient in nature or medicine?
Neither of those words sounded like machine. So
Well, that was a question for Bonkin because he asked if he can help.
Oh, okay.
Too bad for you. You're rolling them anyway if that's what you're trying to do.
No, I am not
No,
proficient.
okay,
in
so
any
you
of
won't be able to help then, unfortunately. Kira, go ahead and give me we'll start with nature.
Yeah. If it ends up being a strength issue, she is going to call for help because she knows her limitations.
Okay.
You got me fucked up.
Starting off so great.
Okay.
This is wonderful. This could be a
Um,
short attempt.
So as you are kind of looking this thing over, it is all organic. You're really used to creations. You're used to machines. You could take one apart with your eyes closed, but something that's purely organic, you're not even sure where to start. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah.
And
If she realistically, if she can't figure out where to even start, she's going to abandon this. Like, this is kind of a like, oh, if it's if I can make the thing be a thing.
okay. So you feel like you might have been able to figure it out if you knew a little bit more about these creatures. You feel like you're like kind of stupidly close to being able to maybe harvest a plate or two, but since you're not familiar with these things, and again, it's organic material, it's a big struggle. I love the
Okay.
effort though.
Yeah, then she's gonna poke and prod at the thing a little bit, and yeah, that'll be. She'll just kind of poke and prod, pry at a couple of things, and then just kind of let whatever she was messing with drop, and just kind of walk away from it.
Okay. Yeah,
Not
sorry,
saying anything to anyone. No, that's fine.
your dice are not nice to you.
I rolled a 16 on that last one.
The
I
first
am
one.
not good with people
Yeah.
or creatures.
Nature. Okay. All right. So, what's everybody doing while Kira's inspecting this thing closely?
Yeah, like I'm watching it. I had actually asked a question before those
Sorry, go ahead.
objections, so
What was the
I
question?
asked it to the group.
Oh, gotcha.
I think I got 2 responses, and then Kira just ignored and went straight to work. So
Can you repeat the question? I apologize, I wasn't here.
yeah, he asked, "Does anybody know what this thing is? Does anybody have any idea what this thing is?" He asks it facetiously. He knows the answer. This is totally rhetorical, really.
That's a good question. I don't think Bonkin would know what this thing is, just because he always lived in like a fishing village or something.
Yeah.
And Kira, after inspecting this thing, will kind of shake her head a little and then kind of look up as if just, I have never seen anything like this. It's metal-like, but not. It's fascinating, but no idea.
I don't rightfully know either, Mr. Marcus. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I keep forgetting. A lot of you haven't even seen much combat in your days. All right. This thing is called a boulette, or was a boulette at some point in time. They're honestly not typically aggressive creatures if you just leave them alone. They live in the mountains, sometimes in the plains. It's very, very... I've never seen one reanimated. This thing was clearly undead in nature. Actually, that reminds me, Candace, when we were fighting it, did it have red pinpricks in its eyes?
Once you got close enough, you did notice
That's
that.
what we
Yeah.
saw? That's what I thought. Okay, I was just confirming because we had the discussion about the soft flesh and it wasn't really bleeding. It was more like ichor and slime.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my fear is that while our zombie friends over here were a little bit more normal for the necromantic arts, this entity is of the most extreme rarities, at least in my opinion, and in my experience, quite frankly. So wherever this little tunnel leads, we need to really be on high alert, because if it can do this and that, I'm afraid of what else it's capable of. Something reanimated these creatures. Except for the rats and the bats, I'm not entirely sure what that was all about, but...
They might just live here.
I think so too. Actually, did anybody happen to catch? Were their eyes glowing, or were they alive?
I didn't really see them.
Marcus, you were up close and personal with all of them. They were alive. They were very much
They were alive.
alive. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I guess that would actually explain, considering the zombies all came from the northeast direction, and all the living creatures came from the northwest, that little pocket up there, that alcove. I wonder if they were hiding from the dead.
Could I look at the bodies here to see if, like, are they all different races, or are they all pretty much the same?
The bodies.
The zombies up.
Oh,
next to
oh,
Tempest
good
here.
question. So they're varying races from what you can make out. I mean, a lot of them, a lot of their parts were kind of decrepit and falling off and nasty, but they all seem like regular height. You don't see like a dwarf or anything of those heights. Probably humans, elves, to your best guess, half elves maybe. Hard to say for sure.
Earth Genasi?
No Earth Genasi. I knew you were gonna ask. I was waiting. He gave me so much shit about it after last session.
All week. I fucked with her every day. I found a way to interject it every day.
I just told him there's never gonna be an Earth Genasi. He's never gonna see one. He just found the rocks. That's it.
Oh. Well, I guess maybe this is what counts as all types, all walks of life here. Maybe they're just trying to make a zombie army down here.
Strange, though. It seems awfully bold to send out invitations to something so strange.
Be an easy way to amass an army.
I suppose so, but
Taking all downtrodden people, and who cares if they disappear? Maybe.
I mean, my thing is the invitation says that that place was a nightclub. If I would have walked into upstairs on a Saturday or Sunday evening or Friday or whatever it said, and it looked the way it did upstairs, I surely wouldn't traverse the underground tunnel randomly in the back room. That place looked like an old alchemist shop.
I just
Yeah,
thought
none
that's
of
what
this makes any sense.
I just kind of thought that's what a nightclub looked like. To be honest, I don't know.
I wasn't really sure either, Bonkin, to be honest. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect.
That's fair. Well, I suppose we might as well search the humanoid folks over there who are turned. See if they have any personal effects, anything, any identification we might be able to bring back to family. I mean, I suppose it's something we might be able to do. Then we move on, at least for now.
I guess Tempest will start with these two bodies and see if what's on them.
The two at the top there. Okay. So you find. Where did it go? Sorry, 1 second. There we go. So you find on those bodies. Come on, you son of a. You'll find between those two, you'll find 20 copper. You'll find 15 silver. And you will find 6 gold.
You guys have a lot of money on them.
Holy shit, did that thing have gold coins on it?
Yeah, 6 gold coins. Well, between the two of these guys up here, they had 6 gold coins and a couple copper and silver.
Wow. No identification?
Nothing.
No, you did not find any form of identification on those.
Alright. Marcus unslings the backpack and he just kind of tosses it on the ground. If we want to continue to just pile loot into here, that's fine by me. Master Bonkin, can you help me flip this boulette over? I'm going to slit its guts open. I'm going to start to, like, flip the boulette over. I'm going to try to wedge one of my blades into its stomach plate and tear it open, just to see if it's eaten anything worth value.
That's a great idea. Okay, I'll have you do... I'm going to have you do the same thing, similar to what I was doing with Kira. So give me a survival check.
Oh, no.
Okay, and then go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Even worse.
You guys are always so happy with the checks.
Ooh, no.
So this thing underneath its belly isn't plated, obviously, but it's still pretty tough. You're able to cut it open, but it's really difficult. Like you feel like if you were more familiar with the anatomy of this thing, you'd be able to just find that spot and easily do it, but it does take a little bit of time and a wee bit of strength.
That's fine. I have both of those
Yeah.
things in plenty.
Okay, so you cut it open. You're kind of looking at what it's been eating, like what it has in its belly. You don't really find anything too exciting outside of you find 2 small green gems and some bones of a small creature, probably a bat or a rat, something like that.
I'm not even
I'm a
gonna worry
poet,
about the bones, but I'm gonna pull out both of the green gems, and as I'm kind of like digging through the guts, it's fucking
super
nasty
gross.
and rotting.
It's
I'm just gonna I'm gonna wipe the gems off as best as I can, and then I'm gonna kind of hand them over. Master Aegis, can you please put these in the bag? Is he still clutching? Is he still standing there clutching his staff?
Yeah, he is like uncomfortably close to the front of this thing's face, just clutching his staff in one hand, staring at it.
Marcus can give an insight check.
Yeah, that's an 18. I'm just trying to pick up what he's putting down.
Are you trying to
if he's
hide
freaking the fuck
anything?
out, or if he's good, or if he's getting mad.
Yeah, are you trying to maintain composure right now, Aegis, or are you just kind of letting it on your sleeve?
He's just kind of letting it on his sleeve there.
Yeah, so you're picking up, like, he's freaking out a little bit, and now that the danger is gone, it's kind of confusing as to why.
Okay.
But he's definitely freaking out.
Yeah, he's not going to push anything right now, but he's going to definitely take note of that.
Mhm.
I will take a literal note about that.
Okay.
And then he's going to reach over, just kind of... He's not really going to, like, forcefully break Aegis' concentration, but seeing that he's wigging out a little bit, he's just going to accept that battle is not easy for everybody, and he's going to just kind of, like, nudge his shoulder a little bit. Master Aegis, would you mind putting these in the bag, please?
Aegis will go ahead and, like, staff still clutched in that one hand. He just puts his other hand out for the 2 gemstones. And actually, we'll use prestidigitation to finish cleaning them off the rest of the way before we go ahead and put them on into the bag.
Okay. Noted.
Thank you.
Kira, where are you at on the map here? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm right by the thing where I was failing to stab it and then failing to steal plates. Not been a great few minutes.
Noted. Okay.
Jeff, he's available to help out, basically. And Min is still keeping guard.
Okay.
We want to just say a brevity loot.
Yeah. So I won't make you guys loot everything at once. I can. Do you want me to say out loud, or do you want me to send it over like we had been?
I mean, I have not and have no intention of stealing anything, so if it's easier for you to just copy and paste it and send it, that's fine by me.
Yeah, as long as
but you tell me whatever you want.
As long as everybody's good with that, I'm good with it.
Agreed. Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean,
With
after
me?
the end of whatever we're doing, it's all just getting dumped out on a table, and we're gonna figure it the fuck out.
Well,
'cause
that's- yeah,
otherwise,
that's-
we get so goddamn bogged down with the X, Y, Z. I'm literally just copying it, just so you guys know. It goes in my session notes, like just whatever the loot is, and then as we decide who gets it afterwards, I just delete it right the fuck off there.
I sent it over to
Got it.
It didn't come over pretty. Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh god, that's ugly as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
I copied from a spreadsheet. It didn't go. It wasn't happy. All right. Okay. So Tempest, give me a perception check, please.
Good idea. Yep.
All right. You rolled that. What, Lucy?
I was gonna say that while everything's happening, Bonk gonna probably like, not because of like Aegis panicking, but he's gonna pat Aegis and probably Min on the pat Aegis on the back and pat Min on the head, and then just kind of I guess move to where Tempest is and I guess keep a lookout because everyone else is like looting. He's not really that interested.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check then.
Do better.
What was the Tempest?
No promises.
Sorry, it was 6 gold.
Hold on. I can tell you 1 second. I actually took
No.
notes on it.
Well, it is better. So.
Slightly better.
It was 20 copper. Okay. All right. Yeah. So Bonkin is watching right now. He's kind of watching down this way, I would assume, where the zombies came from. You guys loot. So, sake of brevity, we move forward a little bit. And what are you guys doing?
Guess we'll cinch the backpack up. I'll just throw it over my shoulders and strap it back on. And all right.
And actually, Bonkin, as you kind of get towards this direction, you think you see a faint light up this way as well. Similar to what you saw when you guys entered.
I think I see something over there.
The
Which
nightclub?
straight, like straight north, or to the one of the branching ones? Can I even see up there that far?
Yeah, there's a light, so you can see pretty much what you can see is what you can see right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a light up there. I can't really see the light on this map. I can't even see Marcus's light.
Yeah, I've been following with Marcus's light to uncover what you guys are seeing. So whatever you can see on the map, you're good.
Yeah, just so you guys know too, if you pull up the stream, even if you just keep it on a separate tab and mute it or whatever, you can see where the light is.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, that's a giant light.
Sweet boy.
It's a holy
It's only a
light.
30-foot. This is the same as a torch. It's 30-foot radius.
Maybe I'm just used to you having like bigger maps.
I have very, very large.
Probably.
maps. Yeah.
After hearing Bonkin say that, Aegis will kind of go ahead and just take a breath real quick. Take a moment to compose, and he'll start walking over to the rest of them. He will go ahead take some time to do a little bit of refueling. So we're going to spend a third level slot as a bonus action to regain 3 sorcery points.
Mm-hmm.
And then as an action, use the spell refueling ring to gain back that third level spell.
Got it. Just make sure that your shit reflects that, because that was a mouthful.
All right. Well, I suppose at this point it's probably safe to say that the dead are at peace once more. Let's continue to move forward, and maybe we can get somebody to figure out who these corpses belong to prior to their first death, I suppose, and
And
give
they
them a proper
definitely didn't
burial.
have any. And they definitely didn't have any ID on them or any kind of like.
They had no ID on the bodies, no. To be fair, they didn't really have pants, clothes, purses, anything like that either, so...
Well,
Swinging in the breeze.
What's wrong?
makes the fight 10 times more awkward.
Fucking zombie dicks.
I know. Oh, they keep touching my knees. Let's go.
Don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I'm gonna just start walking kind of towards this little fork, I guess, and just once I can kind of get a glimpse down each one, I'll kind of make the choice on where to go. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't really fucking matter, does it?
Makes it easy.
Let me decide for you.
If there's a fucking pit trap, but if the zombies miss it, I think I'll be good. Alright, yeah, so I'll just kind of... Alright, everybody fall in line. Let's try to keep ourselves at least close together like we were last time.
Do you want me?
Go ahead.
Do you want me to go to right around the pillar where you go left? I guess, in case there's something.
Sure. Bonkin steps on a trap.
That'd be rude and amazing.
All right, good vibe.
I'm going to enjoy my ribs in peace.
And Min and Kira are going to kind of keep an eye behind them as we're going forward.
Okay.
Mark is gonna kind of put he's gonna as we hit this point and I see what you just fucking did. I don't know what that is, but he's gonna he's gonna scrape his blade against the stone and say ooh 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 ooh.
So I will show you what that is with a picture.
I already don't like that.
I second
Yeah,
that
I
do
don't
not
either.
liking.
So it looks similar to this. So what you see, well, hold on, I'll pull up my description in a second, but I want to show you guys. Okay, so what you see
What the fuck?
is an entryway
Bullets are
I was
fucking
expecting
artists.
a Tarrasque skull or something.
That's yeah.
So let's see. So you see the entryway here, and you can see that there is a door. I'm not sure how well it's showing up for you guys, but down a little bit of a hallway, there's a door down there. You can see a bit of light coming from underneath the door.
Yep, I see that perfectly.
Awesome. Good, this worked perfectly. So the door, even from where you're at right now, you can see it appears to be wooden. And as you get closer, Bonkin, Marcus, and Aegis, please give me a perception check.
Not my strong suit.
I know it's your favorite. Oh, hey, that's not bad. Wow, guys. All right. Y'all got
Tell
your
me
listening ears on.
Tell me everything.
So
I want to know its social security number.
so you can hear beyond the door. You can hear muffled. It almost sounds like a clanking. It doesn't sound metallic. It would be like the best way I could describe it would be PVC pipe. I mean, you guys got 20. It sounds kind of like dice or bones knocking on each other.
No, don't do that shit to me. Is it dice or bones?
Maybe dice made of bones?
Or is it bones playing dice?
I don't know.
If we walk into a room of skeletons playing D&D, I'm gonna be furious.
Game over. You guys win.
I'm gonna join them playing
You've
D&D.
been playing
Yeah.
Jumanji this whole time.
That's where the boulette came from. You should have seen it last week when the monkeys showed up.
I'm still
Walk
here.
into a game of us playing ourselves.
Let's
Who's
see.
that bald dude? What the fuck?
Oh, that would
It's
be
just
funny.
Lucy sitting there with his ribs. Okay. There is a very elaborate carving in front of us, made of hands, and there is a door down a hallway. And I don't know if anybody else hears that, but it sure sounds like. No, it sounds like a polyhedral just hit the floor. So strange. Something just scraped against stone.
I thought it was bones, but that makes more sense.
Oh, maybe it is bones. Maybe it's both.
Maybe it's bones with whatever that big word is you said.
A polyhedral bone. That'd be interesting. Look like a little pyramid.
What's a polyhedral now? What are we talking about?
A gene in a three-dimensional shape that. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and I can show you in person.
So long as it's not a polyhedral that likes to eat people. I mean, I guess cool.
That's fair.
Undead polyhedral?
Nope, don't like. Absolutely not, sir. No. Right. Mistress Kira.
I'm here.
Oh, shit. Were you standing there the whole time?
The shadows are welcoming.
No, they are. Oh, all right, never mind. I'm not going to get into that one now.
It's a concerning thing to say.
Yeah, yes, it is. Would you mind giving a gander to this situation and making sure it's not going to begin to throw those hands?
I will see what I can do. Min, keep an eye on things. And she slips past the Bunkin, your hallway. Turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, sorry.
Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I'm just gonna mosey on past here. And then yeah. So Min's gonna kinda go forward a little bit. Keep an eye on things. I have to okay. And then Kira's going to. First I'm gonna do two things. Number one, I'm going to take a picture of it. Before I go anywhere closer.
It looks like this. It's on your screen.
Yeah. Convenient. Yeah, it's phenomenal. And then I'm going to look from here first to see if I see anything before I get close enough where bad things could happen.
You can give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Well, as you're looking
You have our
down,
paranoid on.
yeah, as you're looking down the hallway, you're pretty sure you're seeing movement like shadows passing door, like maybe someone walking past or. But behind the door, it just blocks out the light for a second.
Okay. Then we are going to Kira, being so good at this roguey shit, is gonna kind of hug the wall and go and get close enough and see if it looks like the thing's gonna do bad things. She's gonna look for mechanical stuff, magical stuff, things that she can see that looks like the hands might throw hands.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. That is a number you rolled.
Yeah.
You
No
don't
in between.
see. You don't notice any. You don't notice any levers. You don't notice any switches or plates or anything like that.
So she's gonna look at it for a moment, study it, and then she's going to hug the wall, come back, and to Marcus, to be honest, I haven't the faintest idea what I would be looking at there. It could be magically rigged, but there's nothing mechanical that I saw.
Good enough for me?
But there was something or someone or someone's moving behind it, behind the door, so be careful.
Oh. So the sound we were hearing was... I don't like that we were dealing with undead out here, and we're hearing the sounds of what Master Bonkin says might be bones. That tells me that something skeletal could be on the other side of that door, which means that, surprise, surprise, and he kind of holds his blade up. My wonderful weapons that slash will probably be moot, except for this magical one, which will tear them to pieces.
So Kira has a mix of things happen. First, she has kind of like a little happy, proud look when he talks about the magical weapon. And then she gets that same expression. She's not hiding it all. Turns utterly mischievous. And she turns back to look at Bonkin and lowers her voice a little bit and says, "It could be mummies."
He's not even here.
I know, but I had to do it anyway.
It honestly might take him a minute to catch up.
Oh,
anyways,
he's here.
knowing that he's got a 7 intelligence. Jesus
Rolling
Christ, that
in.
is a whole rack of ribs.
And he wasn't even wearing his headset. Okay,
Bonkin,
I'm
give me
gonna
hold on, give me a perception
Okay.
check, Bonkin. So, Kira, go ahead and repeat what you just whispered back.
Okay. So, after going up and looking at the door and then coming back and talking to Marcus briefly, her expression shifts and she looks back at Bonkin and says, it could be mummies. And
His face.
that's all she says.
So you're probably not going to get a reaction, but you do see Bonkin's hair stand slightly more on edge.
His bangs in particular. Oh,
And
goodness.
Marcus could absolutely see the just shit-eating grin as she turns back.
Oh, Marcus is fucking howling with laughter because he was there for that whole situation. And it was obscene.
Why would you say that?
She's just kidding.
What?
Oh, am I not supposed to say that?
She says in Primordial. Why wouldn't I? Really, when am I going to have another opportunity like that?
Fuck you.
Why did you just whistle at him?
You're a Genasi!
You said primordial.
Yeah.
When you started saying "in," I assume immediately heard elf
No.
for some reason in my mind.
This
Okay,
one
I
was
don't-
too Tempest. I was letting you
Okay,
in
I
on the
don't-
secret language
I
club.
don't do that then.
Oh, whistle, whistle.
Oh. Okay.
She shrugs to Marcus and then goes back to take up her position by men. Excuse me, Bonkin. With your hair on edge like that, it's even harder to get past you. Excuse me. Thank you.
Right,
Oh.
sorry.
Right. So, here is my thought. We go in, same position as before. However, when we open the door, I suppose that'll be myself and Master Bonkin at the opposite end of the hallway. We need to be prepared to, all of us need to be prepared to charge in and take up a defensive position near the door. I am wary of utilizing the hallway as a choke point, because I have watched Mistress Kira hurt our allies or come very close there too, and I personally do not want to be shot by that beautiful contraption that you utilize in combat.
So
Are you
she
talking about gun?
she
Her gun?
flinches visibly when you say that, and just like all of the humor is just completely melts away, and she nods.
My goodness, you're awfully black and white. So, sound good? Maybe, well, actually, now that I think about it, I suppose somebody could stay in the doorway if they prefer, but when the door opens, I intend on moving in. Master Bonkin, if you'd like to assist me in making a wall formation so that we can protect our rear, and then Mistress Kira, I assume, will actually be protecting our rear. From the rear, Master Aegis will protect my rear from my rear, but from his front, hopefully. All right, go team.
What?
What?
I don't know. He lost me about halfway too.
This whole time he was like he was like drawing like this hypothetical field too in the air, and he's like, okay, we'll figure it out when we get there.
You just see Bonkin's head following along the finger, but not.
I'll be behind Aegis.
I'll just go with him.
So, Candace, I'll just put myself in the marching order that I.
Got it.
I'll lead, since I know Bonkin can punch over my head if he needs to. Actually, that reminds me, Bonkin, how tall are you? You're fucking huge, right?
I think I'm like 6'8".
6'8". Okay, cool. I'm only 5'10", so you've got like a lot of space to swing over me.
All right, let me have you guys switch maps. 1 second. I'm assuming you're going through the door.
Yeah, so I'm gonna approach the door.
Sure.
I'm gonna go through the archway and down the hallway and approach the door with the light under it.
Okay.
Then I'm going to actually physically listen at the door before I fucking throw the thing open.
Okay, give me a perception check. And just as a note, the hallway's very plain, and still. Oh, that's not bad at all. The hallway is very plain. There's nothing going on in there. However, it is not. It doesn't look burrowed. It looks like some time was taken to kind of make this look a little bit nicer.
It's actually smooth walls.
Yeah. 17. Okay, so yeah. So, with the 17 and all of the clues that you guys have put together, you are pretty sure you're hearing the clinking of like skeletons shifting and shuffling.
I'm assuming Marcus has encountered basic skeletons.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yep. So you can confirm that in your mind, and then let me know when you're kicking the door open.
Okay, so I'm gonna look behind. I'm gonna look kind of past Bonk, and I'm gonna whisper to Aegis, Master Aegis, do you have any experience with the dead besides the zombies that we have encountered thus far? Do your gods give you the ability to destroy the dead as a cleric would?
Not to destroy, but I have my own means. And I'm just gonna hold a sacred flame.
Oh, Sacred Flame. I thought it was gonna be Fireball.
That would be a way to deal with a bunch of that in an empty
true.
room, yeah.
So you're holding it for when you see an undead, I'm assuming?
Yeah, just first bony thing that I see is getting hit.
It's gonna get it. All right, sounds good.
All right, Marcus will whisper
First
a
bone's gonna
little
get
bit. Ew. Marcus will whisper a little louder, and he's gonna go, all right, everybody ready. And he's not going to kick the door open. He's going to very gently turn the handle, like quiet, trying to not make a sound with it, just to see if it will open before he tries to kick a fucking locked door in.
Okay. So as you start to turn it, this one actually is locked.
Good thing you didn't kick it.
Mistress Kira. He's gonna whisper a little louder in Elven. The fucking door's locked.
Didn't tell me to look to see if the door was locked, if she's coming back. And that's also in Elven.
I wasn't blaming you. I was just angrily letting you know.
Oh,
And then he'll
look,
back up and let her through.
you're very concerning when you get angry.
The hallway
It's
is
this
pretty
fucking
wide.
language.
Just so that you guys know, the door is a 5-foot door, but the hallway itself is pretty wide.
I'm
Sure
assuming
will.
we will switch positions.
Yeah, I let her into
Okay.
the.
Yeah, it's like
up
20
to be up in front.
feet or so wide, 25 feet.
Okay. This one will be interesting. I don't think I have anything prepped for this. 1 second.
Aegis
Yeah, I
and
guess I
Tempest.
just assumed she had lockpicks. By the way. I don't know how. You know, it's because you play fucking Sybil. So I just.
Yeah, no, I have many tools. I don't think any of them are thieves' tools because that's not what she does.
Oh,
So,
this
1
is gonna
second.
get fun real fast.
Worst case scenario, Tempest animates the door.
No, I
Wait,
have
Do you need
I have-
lockpicks?
I have a plan. So as she goes up to the door, she is going to like crouch down beside it. She reaches into her messenger bag and she pulls out a bundle of tools. As she opens it, she looks at it and just says what is very, very clearly a elven curse, rolls it back up, tucks it back in the bag. Tempest!
Yeah, I got you. Hang on.
For fuck's sake,
Just,
whisper.
Oh, sorry.
He said he
Fucking
was
fuck
whispering.
it, fuck it. Yeah, here. And he'll conjure up a set of tools for you, a lockpick for you.
That is what I thought.
I can make some for tomorrow going forward, but thank you. And then she's gonna try and pick the lock with these now conjured thieves tools.
Okay.
Right, performance of creation would allow for that to happen, right? Like to make an actual like lockpick.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, Kira.
Can I assist her by burning a psychic point and squatting down next to her and assisting? I'm going to use telekinetic movement and I'm going to target the tumblers as the object and just hold them in the place once she gets them to the spot where she wants them to pop.
Yeah, do it with advantage. Sleight of hand with advantage.
Fuck yeah, I'll mark out that point.
Hey.
Thank God.
Yeah. So, Kira, as you start to try to use the tools, the newly crafted tools for unlocking this, they feel just right in your hands. Like it's like they're made for you. And then as you are trying to unlock it, you feel like you're not very familiar with picking locks, but you feel like it should have been way more difficult than it was. And as you're looking in there, you can see the faint pink, almost like a mist on the inside of the lock that is all too familiar.
And then you realize Marcus is squatted down like right at shoulder level, just breathing over you.
Marcus and
And
Tempest,
his eyes are glowing pink.
both of you take a DM inspiration. That was some stellar teamwork.
Teamwork.
Under her breath, like absolutely under her breath, as like it's clicking into place, she's going to just say a very, very soft elven, just thanks. Since he's
reply, he
right
just
there.
goes-
And it does unlock. You hear the click. And
As
you
soon as the
Yeah,
click
that would have
happens,
sucked if it didn't.
it feels really easy, but fuck you. No, yeah, so you feel it click and you're like, oh shit, I did it.
Yeah, no, she's gonna try and play it cool a little bit. So yeah, so she says the thanks, does a little like smile back, and then she knows these tools will last for an hour, so she's gonna tuck them where they're accessible.
Okay, great.
I'll be around for
Important
3
question.
hours.
Oh, fancy. Important question. Do they have weight like normal thieves' tools would?
It's conjured.
I mean, it's still
Definitely
it's
not
still an
asking
object.
because
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
used it, so I would say yeah, it's gonna have the same weight. Yeah. She's
Okay.
now encumbered,
Oh,
everybody.
son of a bitch! I did have thieves' tools. Never mind. We're good. We're good. It's in the other bag. We're fine.
Which
Oh,
I
okay.
have.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're good. Okay. Cool.
It was cool.
Um,
It was too cool to undo now.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. She reached for the wrong tools first. It's fine. So then she goes back to her spot.
Okay. All right. So Marcus, the door is now confirmed unlocked.
All right, I jump kick it open. No, I'm just kidding. I just
Rough.
wanted to see if she could do it. Okay, so he's gonna kind of say out loud. He'll just say, "All right, very well done. Are we all ready?" And he's got his hand on the doorknob turned all the way so that it's like in the open position but hasn't been pushed yet.
Ready
Are we
whenever.
counting? Are we doing on 3? On 3
No.
open?
No. I'm just making sure nobody needs anything before I get my
I
face
really
blown
need to
off.
pee.
Go back out to the main hall and pee real
No.
quick.
No.
Go right now, because
Oh.
I'm not going to have you piss yourself in combat.
Okay.
Again.
He slowly lets the handle off, and like gently, and just lets him wait, because he's not going to sit there and accidentally let it spring.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Everybody good now?
Oh gosh.
He turns the handle, takes a deep breath, and as he swings it open, he just begins to fucking charge in.
Just for the record, it does open away from you. So
That's good to know, because that would have been very awkward. That would have been a really good thing. If it opened towards us, I would have just popped the fucking hinges if we couldn't.
Oh, let me fix that. You guys can see that hall. Hold on one second. We are going to go into
I would like
initiative order, but
to-
hold on one second.
I would like to leave now, please.
Yeah, I think suddenly Bonk has to go to the bathroom. Don't worry about it.
Guys, we're fine. There's only 5 skeletons.
Um,
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? It's the Earth Genasi!
Let me give you guys
The mummy.
Let me give you guys a description.
Better not be a mummy.
So when you open the door, you immediately see in front of you a large, ornate rug laid out on the floor. On the rug are 4 unmoving humanoid shapes, and just beyond them is a gray-skinned humanoid and 5 skeletons. You will immediately enter combat, and you'll have to roll initiative. But I do have a picture to kind of give you an idea of what you walked in on, because this place is really fancy for where you are. Obviously, it doesn't look exactly like this, but this is how it's furnished.
Holy shit.
Opulent as fuck.
And it's put together like that? It's not like deteriorated? It's like...
Yeah, it's put
well
together.
kept?
Yeah, like the furniture
Holy
looks...
shit.
Well, I guess it doesn't look old to you guys because you're not from this time, but you do see that there's these long trails of blood here. There's a couch here with a body. There's a couch on the other side with a body and a long trail of blood. And
Windows?
there are no windows.
It's just about to ask that. Okay.
No windows. So these bodies are laying here. You do have skeletons. Everybody, let me get initiative. There we go. Hold on. Don't do anything yet.
Does the air, when we open the door, does the air in this room feel damp and cold like when we were just in bare underground, or does it feel like humid or fresh, or like what's the air?
It's stale. It's stale. It's similar to what was out there, but maybe not quite as like cold and damp, since it's a little more like the walls are actually concrete as opposed to just being dug out. So the walls are smooth in here like they were in that hallway.
Understood.
Hopefully that answered your question.
It did, thank you.
It's bougie air.
I have advantage and I'm last. This is sad.
Well, look, we might get a surprise round. If we don't,
Oh, I hope
then-
so.
We didn't get it because when Tempest went to fucking pee, that's what they heard. They heard the water. They were like, wait a minute, there's
They
no
heard
water
the
down here.
tinkle.
We get this inspected all the time.
It was a tactical tinkle. I did it on the rocks. It's fine.
Well,
the
that's
thing.
just insulting.
On the rocks. All right.
Yeah, and an Earth Genasi home, like horribly insulting.
So we have.
Yeah.
Let's see, 12. Sorry, give me a second. It didn't populate on here, and I want to use D&D Beyond because I like it. 17.
It's a good tool.
really is 18. Marcus is a 14. Tempest is a 13.
It's a cool map.
12. That doesn't exist. Thank you.
Very cool map.
What did you make it in?
I
you
didn't
use
actually.
this?
So
Oh,
there's
really?
somebody that I found exclusively that does the right art for, and it's modern stuff, and they release stuff
Ah.
like weekly currently.
Oh,
so.
wow.
All right, Bonkin, you are at the top. What are you doing?
Do they look surprised?
They do not.
Never get to use that
Well,
ability.
the skeletons don't. I mean, the skeletons don't look surprised. I would say you guys are pretty freaking quiet and you rolled well, so this guy probably looks a little surprised.
I guess it's fair.
Yeah.
How do you tell if a skeleton looks surprised? It has no brain.
Oh, your Sacred Flame would go off. Aegis, I would say you probably see this one first. Yeah, if you guys can put yourselves in marching order too, just so we make sure that you are where you need to be.
So that'll be a DC 14 Dex save for him.
That was you. What's your name, skeleton? There we go. DC 14 Dex. He does pass. They are way more dexterous than I anticipated. Okay. Okay. So Bonkin, what are you doing? And you guys would see, like, immediately, Aegis, as soon as that door opens and you are able to see what's in front of you, you'll hear the quick word from Aegis that you've heard before now, and you'll see that shoo of light come down, but the skeleton unfortunately does not appear to have been affected.
Right. Well, Bonkin would probably run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like 30, like around there.
Okay.
Where you can get into, I guess, close range to as many of them as possible.
Okay.
And
That guy is going to try to hit you as you run past him.
oh no, I would still. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. I accept these terms.
Good. It missed you. It missed you horribly. It just kind of like, and just, well, that's more of a zombie sound. It kind of skeleton sounds as you go by. Clink, clink.
Fair enough. And then, sorry, I'm just checking if it's an action or not. It is not an action. Okay, so then I would like to bonus action summon my arm.
Okay.
So Bonkin basically like folds back his arms together and they start turning that blue, extended blue. And then explosion erupts out, hitting every creature within 10 feet. So all 4 of the skeletons I choose.
You get to pick. Okay.
It is get to pick. Otherwise, I would have hit Marcus and them earlier.
Yeah, there's also bodies on the ground, so just want to make sure. So you said this one, this one, this one, and what else? Okay. Just so that you know, that's a gray-skinned humanoid, not a skeleton. I want to make sure you guys know what you're fighting.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
And I need a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to start with this skeleton here. Dex. He fails. This one. That one. That one succeeds. And then this guy... Actually, I'll do this guy down here next. He fails. And then now this guy up here. He horribly fails. So what are they getting?
So the ones who succeeded get nothing.
Mm-hmm. The one that succeeded, that was this guy.
We can't hear you, buddy. You're not pushed to talk.
There we go. Everyone else takes a whopping 4 damage.
4? Okay, got it. And what kind of damage is it?
It is force.
Okay.
Yeah, just it says it in the.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you rolled that yet. Sorry, my bad. All right, so he takes 4.
Yeah, and then as my action, I'll just kind of, because I can reach him from here, just kind of punch the silver guy,
Okay.
the gray skinned guy.
Yep.
And I get to finally use my surprise attack action once per combat. If you surprise a creature and hit it with an attack on your first turn of combat, the attack deals an extra 2d6 on it.
Nice. All right. Right. That does hit. Okay. Okay. 5 there. All right.
And that'll be my turn, because I moved bonus action to now.
Okay. Yeah, so as you punch this guy, he not only looks surprised, but also kind of horrified that your arms are that long. As you successfully strike him, you do hear the "Gugh!" All right, and you said that's it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, Aegis.
So Aegis will go up, sliding past Marcus a bit here. And he's just going to look this gray-skinned dude dead in the eyes. And just straight at him. Surrender. And I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
It's dead. That's gonna. I am so curious to see how this goes.
14. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so you look at this undead or this undead, this gray creature up here, and you tell it to surrender. And as you do, its head snaps toward you, and then it keeps its eyes focused on you, but it does not surrender. It is staring straight at Aegis.
Can you give us just maybe a little bit more detail? Because I mean, gray-skinned humanoid.
Yeah, and
to
it's
me is
light
a
in here,
very
so you guys can see.
narrow
So,
term.
so yeah, it's a gray-skinned humanoid. So I'm trying to think of who might even be able to recognize it. So it does have.
Okay, so like wrinkly flesh. Is it tight to its body? Does it have normal facial features? Is it humanoid? Does it have 3 arms, 3 toes? I mean, sunken in. Does it look dead?
So it has gaunt features to it right now. Its skin
Okay.
is gray. It's not. Its skin isn't sagging or anything. It is gray, and it's tight to its face. From what you can see, you can't see a whole lot because it does have large robes.
And it does look physical. It doesn't look like ethereal or anything
Correct.
like that, like a ghost. Okay.
Yeah, it does look physical. Yep. Anything else, Aegis?
Nope, that'll do it.
Okay. So from this area, you guys start to see, because the ground is made of like stones, you guys do start to see the stones kind of jumping, and it's very familiar to what you saw outside. And Marcus, you recall that when you were looking at those tunnels, you felt maybe more than one creature had to have done that. Nothing there. All right, so this skeleton here. 10, 15. It's gonna try to hit Aegis. And it does.
Can I ask what the hit was?
Yeah, so it is like, you mean like what I rolled, or?
Yeah, what you rolled.
So no, I can't tell you what the roll was, but if you want to do something in anticipation of trying to like block it or something, I'll allow you to do that before I tell you damage.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say that he would try to throw up a shield at least.
But he does, but you don't tell.
Okay,
how
if
it
you
works.
want to, you can. If you want to do that for a reaction.
We will go ahead and throw up a shield.
Okay. So what does that put you up to then?
17.
17. Okay, it does. Unfortunately, it does still hit. I rolled stupid high. But it only hits you for 3 points of piercing damage, and it's normal piercing. But now you do have a ridiculously high AC, which is probably a good thing for you. All right, now this skeleton here is going to go after Bonkin. And it's gonna miss. Alright. Where is it? This one right next to Bonkin is going to attempt to hit him as well. And that was a nat 1.
I like it. Keep it up.
I wish it would have rolled like that on Aegis. I have too many skeletons. This one is actually going to move up to Marcus.
That would leave my attack range for once.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
I know, right? Surprising.
There's no reason for it to have known that, so. Oh, hey, that's a nat 20. All right, what's the damage? Okay.
That's not with like a crit modifier or anything.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No, that's just my 1d4, which I rolled a 1 on plus my 4.
Okay, so then we can just double the roll and it'll be a 6. Unless you... How come I didn't include it? That's weird.
I don't know. But yes, it takes 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm gonna make it a 6 because I'm doubling the die, just so that you get the credit for a crit. Okay, and then it's going to attempt to attack Marcus. And Marcus, this thing's not looking good, but it does hit with a 23.
Okay. Normal weapon.
It's a normal weapon, and it is
Beautiful.
6 points.
All right, and I will reduce that to 3 because of my heavy armor master.
Yep. And finally...
I have 1 temp hit point.
Oh, jeez, you're still riding them hit points.
Fuck yeah, I'm riding those until that 8 hours runs out or whatever the fuck it was.
Also, Bonkin, you do still have the inspiration from Tempest, just so you don't forget. You have the moat still, because that's 10
Didn't I
points.
use that on the bullet?
Oh, you
I
did,
think
that's
you
right.
did, yeah.
we just, it's not marked up. Okay, I got it. Okay, this skeleton's going to try to attack Bonkin. Thank you for your integrity.
You should probably have a token personalized on single district.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, it rolls a nat 20.
That's fair. I am not raging yet, so I will take this hit.
Okay, so that's going to be... Oh god, it rolled max damage. So it's going to be 14 points of piercing damage. It's normal, again, but... And I'm going to figure out a symbol for your arms so that I don't forget that. Okay, hold on. I think we had one before. Let's see. Marcus, it is your turn.
Okay. I try not to make assumptions by what I see on the field as a like out of game tactician, but I built a character with high intelligence for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't like what's going on with this gray-skinned humanoid. Does this gray-skinned humanoid, are they carrying a book, wand, staff, orb, amulet, anything that would be reminiscent of an arcane magic user's staff?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a crystal in it?
It does.
Okay. Marcus is going to look behind him, and he's going to say, I'm going to go cut the head off this fucking snake, kill the skeletons, and watch for the boulette to the right. And I'm going to use... all of my movement to... I'm going to friendly pass past Aegis. I'm doing this intentionally so that I do take the attacks of opportunities from these fuckers away from them. So,
This one won't get one because he took one on Bonkin, but this one will.
understood. Okay, I'll take that though. By the way, what he said was back to Kira in Tempest and Aegis.
Okay, got it. It does hit with a 22,
That's fine.
and
I'll
it
take
is 7 points of damage, so it is 4 points of damage.
Ah, I've taken 3 points of actual damage.
No.
Okay, so as he gets up into melee, I am going to go absolutely fucking bonking on this thing.
Okay.
It's an homage to my boy. I'm gonna start with the Radiant Blade.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
A 14 does hit.
Okay. So that will be... Ooh, max damage. That is 12 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
Then I will swing again for my second attack with this. And that is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, and that is going to be 8 magical slashing.
Okay.
Then I will use my offhand weapon to make my bonus attack. And that would be a 13.
That does hit.
Alright, and this will be normal slashing. That is going to be for 9 points of normal slashing.
Okay. If this thing could bleed, it would be very bloodied right now.
It looks like it's taking the hits
Oh yeah,
pretty
it's taking
intensely.
all of them, and it's not
Okay.
looking good.
Let me ask you this. This is going to sound weird, but as somebody who's in melee with it and as somebody who would be used to melee combatants, watching its face, is it wincing in pain like it's feeling, so it doesn't look like it's breathing or anything?
It doesn't look like
Okay.
it's breathing. We can do like a
Yeah.
investigation after for reasons.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is... I am going to burn my action surge. And I'm going to swing at this bitch again with the Radiant Blade. As he kind of gets himself pumped, he kind of just rears back and swings with all of his might.
Okay, that hits for sure. I'm pretty sure that anything you do is going to take it out.
Okay, it's 12 points
Yeah,
of magical
yeah.
slashing.
So you're like, I'm not fucking having this. You get up to this thing, you slash at it nonstop. It does not really react. Like when Bonkin was punching it, it almost sounded like if you were to punch a balloon that had a leak. It was like, whoof, whoof. But it's not crying out or anything like that.
Understood.
And it hits the ground hard.
Did it have red pinpricks in its eyes or any colored pinpricks in its eyes like it was
It
like
did
a
not, but its
subconscious?
eyes
No?
looked
Okay.
glazed over. Oops.
Understood.
I didn't mean to do that.
But its eyes were there though. It did have eyes?
It had eyes, but it was almost zombie.
They were very dead.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they were very, very dead. Yeah.
Okay. So that was the first attack of my 2 with my action surge. So I will turn to this skeleton right here, not even fucking skipping a beat. I'll spin the Radiant Blade and come down on this bitch with it.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 14
That
to
does
hit.
hit.
And that is for max damage again. 12 points of magical slashing. And I will go ahead and burn a psychic point to drop my psionic strike into it for an additional D8. That is another 9 points of force damage.
So as Marcus Bonkin, you see Marcus kind of run up, slash the shit out of this thing until it falls over, and then he just turns to the skeleton, which nobody had touched, and destroys it. He turns it into a pile of bones.
And I will, as it kind of breaks to pieces, I will spin the blade up and over again and prepare for the next round of strikes, but I will end my turn there. Now I'm keeping my focus on the people who haven't come in the door yet and readying potential reactions.
Got it.
That's my turn.
Awesome. Tempest, you're up.
I'm really glad I saved that action surge.
You follow that act,
Yeah,
Tempest.
that was
Enjoy.
good.
I'm glad you saved it too.
I know I got
Oh.
one way I know he can do this.
Okay, so Tempest will kind of walk up to the door and see, fuck, there's a guy right there.
Oh man.
He'll kind of, I guess, in his surprise, let off this thing again. Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh, the Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god.
Is that what you did?
It made the fucking...
Actually, that's supposed
Okay.
to be 2.
This time, you guys hear this when Tempest. So Tempest walks in, or looks in, I guess, and you see the
Looks in,
nervousness, the nervousness on his face, and he starts to look familiar to what he did the last time that he cast this, but this time you hear this right before it goes off.
Same kind of blue green light kind of blast out from the center of his chest, and hopefully hits that bone boy with one.
Which one were you shooting at?
The one directly in front of the
That,
yeah.
okay,
This guy
yeah.
here.
So that definitely hits. And give me 1 second. Oh yeah. So Tempest peeks in. You guys hear that sound, which after seeing him cast this last time, it was a much different sound. And he annihilates the skeleton. It the blast hits it, and it just explodes into bone pieces.
Okay, and then there's one more following that. That's probably not. I'm sorry. He's going to go into the guy directly behind him, right
Okay.
next to yeah.
And again, you guys hear the singing instead of the screeching as that starts, but it's not as. It's almost as though like now Tempest is kind of harnessing, but it does hit that skeleton.
Weird question, but does Tempest incant like as part of that, or is it like as this is happening, we're hearing this otherworldly voice? I'm just kind of curious of like the dynamic of it, like how it works with
It's
him.
a little bit of both. So you'll hear Tempest start to do an incantation, and then encompassing that is the sound. But the second time he did it, the singing was much less, and it was much more Tempest.
Understood.
But you
It's
still
a little
heard
bit,
it.
it's a little bit reactionary, but a little bit more focused. Yeah.
Okay, so you hit that one for 1. Okay.
One whole alley.
It
and
does
then he's
take
gonna
the alley.
15 into the row. And that's it for now. He looks a little bit less shocked this time about what had just happened.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and Tempest, when you cast it the first time, it was almost like you plunged into cold water, and that's when everybody heard the screeching. When you cast it the first time in this room, it was, the best way I can explain it is tepid, like room temperature almost, is what you feel like you got encompassed by, and the third time when you really feel like you had control over it, it's kind of like the perfect temperature for a hot bath. Anything else?
Nice. That's it.
Okay, alright. Kira.
No fancy shit. I'm gonna move up and try and hit the thing.
Okay, no fancy shit, got it.
I've learned my lesson, maybe. I don't think it came through. I'm gonna try and click it again.
Okay. Yep, that hits. It is still
Okay.
standing, but it doesn't look very good.
Yep. Okay, second one. These are magical because most everything I do is magical. Second one.
Well, that hits. Okay, and actually, so you hit it both times. The second time you hit it, it all but falls apart. Like it seems like it's barely staying together, standing in front of you right now. It's kind of wobbling strangely.
Okay. She, plain and simple, no fancy shit, just gives a short little, somehow elven whistle, and Min comes forward. I don't know how the whistle is
It's a fancy
elven.
whistle.
No, it is not. No fancy shit. It's an italicized whistle.
Okay, the 14 hits. Sorry. The peanut gallery over here. If you guys don't go back and listen to the VODs, you should. Because I was listening to it today, and some of the crap I hear in the background just cracked me the hell up. Okay, so 14 and 6. Yeah, so you, so, again, like I said, the thing was barely standing. It takes... Min comes up and sort of, like, annoyedly swats at it, and it all just... The thing just falls to pieces. It falls to the floor.
Fantastic. Sorry, I'm counting squares. I'm not ending yet. One moment.
No, that's fine.
I think Min is just going to like brush past Aegis, and just kind of take up a like growly, if this cat had actual fur, would be bristling protective stance in front of Aegis.
Okay.
And that's where we end.
All right.
Not fancy at all.
Okay, we're back to the top with Bonkin.
Bonkin's gonna also not do anything fancy, just a good old 1-2 smackaroo.
Okay.
That's a lie. He will do one thing fancy. Bonkin's veins will start to like pulse again and like head towards his eyes. And
Raging.
I will rage.
Okay.
And then I will punch the skeleton to my right.
Okay. Yep, that hits. Okay.
That's 7 damage because +2 for raging.
Yep. Got it. It's looking rough.
And that'll be me.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you used your bonus action for the rage. Got it. Okay, Aegis, you're up.
Before I do anything, I did send you a quick
thank you.
question,
Let me see.
because this could very easily determine what
Thank you.
happens this turn.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. Thank you very much. No, you're good. I think it's empty. Yeah, thank you. No, you're good. Thank you. Okay, that would be a fail.
In that case, I think he's just going to end up looking at Tempest.
I was going to say, actually do it with advantage because it's not the first time.
Okay.
I want to change that. It's not the first time, and it was different.
It was nicer. Like a hot bath, you could say.
Okay, that's a pass.
Battle bath.
You feel like barely.
Yeah.
You feel like you're barely hanging on, but...
That actually works out then in that case. I'll go ahead and bring down a sacred flame on this one
Okay.
here. But it's like he's doing the incant and the somatic for it as he's turning towards Tempest still.
Okay.
Just understand you're the one that needs to control that thing. You do that, you'll be fine.
You say that to Tempest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a threat?
No, I think it was advice. Concern. Alright, so the... What's the, was it 14 that I had to save against?
Yes. DC 14 dex save. Yep.
Oh, it failed. Go ahead and roll the damage. Nice. So, you guys see, oh, nice, okay. So you guys see Aegis kind of, Marcus, especially because you're facing this direction and you had been watching him before, it looks like Aegis might be about to hesitate, and then he kind of steels himself, steps forward a little bit, but he calls down that force and actually successfully takes out the skeleton right here in front of you, and then he turns and says that to Tempest.
Okay, what do you mean by lose himself? Like, did it look like he... Because since I've seen him kind of freaking out, did it look like he was about to flee?
It looked like he didn't know what
Like,
to
was
do.
he eyeing the door? Oh, he was just like, oh, fuck.
He was
what
kind
do
of
I
like
do?
looking around like Tempest, skeleton, and then attack the skeleton, talk to Tempest, and now he's standing there. He
Understood.
steeled himself.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more like advice, I would say, that he was trying to give.
Marcus, give him that mountain man gif where he just kind of goes...
Anything else, Aegis?
No.
Okay. All right. So you guys can hear the all too familiar breaking of the ground as another puppy pops out.
Can we keep it?
But it kind of turns and looks at you guys, but it stays still.
Does it have wet red pinpricks in its eyes?
It does. It looks
Fuck.
exactly like the one that
Damn
was
it.
outside.
Can't keep this puppy either.
You could,
Damn
but it
it.
would that would change the campaign a bit. And then Kira, just real quick, give me a perception check, please, and Tempest as well
For me or for Min?
for you. Tempest, you're still kind of amazed that you are able to control this new power that you have. So unfortunately, you don't really pick up on anything. Kira, you're pretty sure that you hear something from this direction. It does not sound like this thing. It doesn't sound that large, but you hear something from over here. All right. Oh, whoa, this guy's barely hanging on, huh? Okay,
It should
so,
stay that way.
Yeah. So this guy's gonna try to attack Bonkin. Nat 20 on Bonkin.
Damn. Good thing I raged.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be 6 halved to 3 points of skeleton damage, which is piercing. Arcus.
Okey-dokey.
All right. Kind of finishing the comment he had made before as he just kind of annihilates these guys. Marcus turns his head towards the boulette and he says, I think I got the snake. Time for the boulette. And then he's just going to start fucking running at the boulette. He thinks these guys got the skeleton. And I'm just going to charge this bitch.
Okay.
All right. When I arrive at this bitch, sure it wasn't its name in life, but it's what we branded it. 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, let's go ahead and drop 11 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
And then I will also... Let me just check and see where I'm at for my telekinetic points right now. Yeah, I'm still good. I'll burn a psychic point, and I'll put a psionic strike into it.
Okay.
That is going to add an additional 5 points of force damage, so that's 16 total. And then it needs to make a strength saving throw DC 13, or I'm going to choose to knock it prone.
Oh man, that was so. I wish I could show. It's like very, very cocked on my screen, but it does pass barely.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. My DC is still pretty low. All right, then. So that was with the first attack, I believe. The second attack. So that was 16 on the first one. Ooh, a nat 1 on the second one. Actually, can I use my inspiration?
Absolutely.
My DM inspiration? Fuck that. I'll burn my DM inspiration. I ain't getting a nat 1.
I don't think I have
if
to
I
tell
roll
you a
another
nat
nat
one
1,
misses.
it was the I rolled a 2.
You were a little inspired. That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
What the fuck, man?
But I will
Every
say-
time I try to use an inspiration.
I know. I'm giving you faulty ones. Oh, we lost. Oh, there she is. I will say that when you hit with your first hit with the regular, it did take the full effect.
Excellent. I will swing with the offhand for my bonus action. And guys, I swear to God, I rolled a 3. So I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 back to back.
That's awful.
Well, on the
Stop
die.
it.
Not, yeah, I did. I literally did. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn before I embarrass myself further.
It's not you. It's your dice.
It's
Make
okay if
sure
you
to
keep
throw
rolling,
that. Yeah, I was
You'll
about to say,
eventually
make
reach
sure,
the max.
make sure
I'm
you
gonna go
throw
check
that die in dice jail as a
Yeah.
bonus action.
I wish I could. That'd be a great
Put it in
D&D
the
Beyond
freezer.
feature I'd pay for, just to put your bullshit dice, give me a new set. I might actually go get a new set right now. All right,
Not a bad idea.
sorry, go ahead.
All right, Tempest, you're up.
Okay. Tempest is concerned about what Aegis just said, so he's like, oh, okay. Got it. I'm going to go far away from you now.
What else do you say?
I guess he just wants to see now if these people are alive. Actually, I was going to go right here and check these bodies real quick.
Okay, you can give me a medicine check if you want to use that for your action.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, 17.
Yeah, so they actually, you stop like in the middle of everything, and you hear, it's almost like you have gone underwater. Everything gets quiet as you're focusing, and you can hear them breathing. It's slow and it's light, but they are breathing.
Okay, good. They're still alive here. These people are still alive. Just try to keep them that way. Okay, and then what do I have for a bonus action? Let's toss a bardic inspiration at Bonkin
Bedtime.
since he's right there.
Go to bed.
And that'll do it.
Perfect. All right. Bonkin, you have an inspiration. I will put the little thingy on you so we remember. There we go. Okay, and okay. Kira, your turn.
So Kira, not wanting to necessarily actually fuck it. So Kira goes, there might be something behind us. She reaches for her crossbow instead. And I am going to ready for things behind us. So I'm looking specifically in the direction of what appear to be potentially sources of the sarcophagi looking thing, not sarcophagi, coffins, thinking about the other game. Looking towards those, readying.
Okay.
And then in Elven, it's the Min, go help Marcus. And Min looks at Kira like she keeps giving mixed signals because she was just supposed to watch Aegis, but bounds over to help Marcus and to fight alongside in a hopefully non-fancy way instead.
Okay. And since your attention has turned to it, you do notice it looks like just an old wooden coffin over here.
Yeah, it can continue to look like that. I'm not worried about the coffin. I'm worried about what's in it. Because I don't trust you. You're evil. 21 on the bullet in a
That does hit.
non-fancy min strike
Okay.
for 6 force.
All right. Yep, that hits. It takes it. Marcus, Min runs up next to you and swats at this thing and successfully slashes it a bit. Or no, that's not true. Successfully forces it.
It's a slash. It's just her claws do magically enhanced force damage.
All right.
Is cool.
Anything
Yes.
else?
Not until we get jumped by mummies.
Okay,
No.
sounds good. What kind of rude asshole would put mummies in here? Bonkin, your turn.
Yeah, I wonder.
Don't just say mummies and go bonking.
Bonkin, go, mummies. Is that better?
Sure. I'm gonna smack the skeleton to my left, unfancily as Kira does.
Yeah, that hits.
See, I knew they had him.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus is really good at telling who's
For 9 damage. I can't turn on rage for some reason. It's not giving me the option. But
That's okay.
9.
Yeah, so you actually, Bonkin, you're like, yeah, I got this, and then you turn and you punch the skeleton into pieces of bones, and it is on the floor.
Okay, Bonkin's gonna quickly turn to Tempest and go, right, I guess try and keep them safe if they're still alive. I'm gonna go help Mr. Marcus. And he's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 pop up over there in between, like behind Marcus and Kira. Min, sorry. And I'm going to bonus action spend my final key point for a flurry of blows.
Okay.
And I'd like to use Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
along with it to my first hit.
Excellent. I'm gonna remove it.
DC 13. What was that? Dex save, I think.
I think it's Dex. The 26 hits.
It's con.
and-
It's con save.
That's con. Okay. The 26 hits. And the it does fail the save as
Jeez, that was almost max
Nice.
damage. Also, that's 10
10.
damage because rage.
Yeah, so Bonkin runs over. Tempest, you kind of feel like the helping magic that you had on him start to fade, and he uses that. And Marcus, he runs up and starts helping you fuck this thing up.
And then next punch, because Flurry of Blows allows me to do
Mhm.
2 punches.
Mhm.
Hoa Pow.
That does not hit.
I'd like to think that as he punches he probably like punches the orb as he always does that's floating around him into the bullet, and then this time he blinds himself and then accidentally like misses.
Okay, yeah, no, that's actually very bonkin of him. Okay, anything else?
No, that's me. That's everything.
All right, Aegis.
Okay, so these people in front of us that are on the carpet here, or at least what look like people here, we at least see them breathing or something, correct? Or are they just
And I
like
did- and I-
stiff?
Tempest hollered out that
I
they're
did
alive.
call out, yeah.
Okay. I was just wanting to make sure about that. Aegis. Yeah, I think what Aegis would do in this case, honestly, is like turn, scooch, reaches behind him with the hand and just begins casting Spare the Dying. He's not going to look at what the hell is behind him.
You're casting Spare the Dying on this one?
Yeah. He has a pretty good idea, but he is not going to look back and confirm.
Okay. Okay, got it. It goes off. Like you successfully cast it.
Unfortunately, that is an action, so that is all I will be able to do.
Okay. Okay, it's the Bullet's turn. It's not real happy with Marcus right now, so it's gonna try to hit him.
Because I am raging, he does have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Mindless creatures is gonna.
It's a good thing too. The first one would have been right on, but it only got a 14 because of the disadvantage. So, it goes to try to bite at Marcus, since Marcus has been the cause of a whole lot of pain, but it misses.
I punch its jaw shut.
Yeah. And Kira, you're pretty you're like positive now that you are hearing something from this direction. Marcus.
Okay, so this thing isn't like violently shuddering or anything, right? It's not like nobody.
No.
You don't. Okay, so only she notices it, and she hasn't said shit about it.
She did. She said there might be something behind us.
Yeah, she said behind us, though, right? Behind us would be behind us through the door, right?
Yeah, and I've
I'm
got
just
my
a-
crossbow trained in that
Mhm.
direction at the moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
she does have her action held right now.
So let me ask you this then, Candace, because I was under the assumption that this right here is a wall. Is this not a wall? Is this really low to the ground?
This is a
'Cause-
wall. I believe that she's
'cause
waiting for something to
Hero-
show up right here.
But you said she could see that this was a coffin. How can she see around
I
the
guess
corner?
that's
There's a line of
fair,
sight
yeah.
issue.
Nope, I had misunderstood that. I wasn't picturing it as a wall, so could I have been here then?
Yeah, that's
to follow
fine.
this down?
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, I would say here though, probably, just because I don't want it to be too.
Yeah. No, it's just so I can see it and fire on it,
Yeah,
really.
that's fine. No, that's
Yeah.
that was my mistake.
That was me misunderstanding.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was understanding her terrain
Yep.
too. So, all right. Well, and the boulette looks fit as a fucking
It
fiddle,
looks.
doesn't
I
it?
wouldn't say fit as a fiddle. It looks okay, and you've seen one of these things go through the motions of getting beat to death, or beat back into death, I guess. So you're pretty sure you guys have put a decent hurting on it.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to friendly pass Min, Bonkin, and step right here,
Okay.
so that I can be within reaction range of Kira if anything comes out of that fucking thing.
Mhm.
And I am going to begin an attack on it.
All right.
So, first attack is a 15.
That misses, unfortunately.
Alright, second attack is even less. Follow up with the third. And that is a 20.
hits.
So this is normal.
Okay.
So 9 points of normal slashing, but I will burn a psychic energy point for psionic strike. So it's going to take an additional 4 points of force, making that 13 total.
Got it.
And then it needs to make a strength saving throw DC 13.
It fails the saving throw.
Alright, so I will choose to knock it prone.
Okay.
So anybody striking it in melee will have advantage on striking it now.
Alright.
So he comes through with that non-magical blade and just is so frustrated from not penetrating the armor that it like pulses underneath with purple and the thing just fucking splats to the ground.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's almost like a turtle stuck on its back right now. It's not in a good place. It's an undead turtle, no less. Ugh. Anything else, Marcus?
At this point, no. Marcus will say, though, he's going to turn around and just kind of announce to the room, I'm almost out of juice. And then I will end my turn.
Okay. Tempest.
Okay, Tempest will just kind of hop over these people here, seeing that they seem to be alive for the time being and safe-ish. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I was muted. Is that couch nailed down?
Oh, God.
I fucking told you!
Dude, we called this as soon as you guys walked in the room. No, it is not. It does not appear to be nailed down.
Well then, Tempest will shout, well, that couch has some juice. Animating performance!
Remind me of the stats. It's like 40 hit points, I think.
Yeah, 40 hit points, yep.
16 AC.
40 hit points, 16 AC. Fly or walk speed of 30. Sorry, fly or walk or hover speed of 30.
All right, you have a couch.
Oh, is it actually the couch?
Holy shit, it is. She did that on purpose. She's like, everywhere you guys go now, there's going to be a piece of
Fuck
furniture.
God, it's...
I'd like to. Is the body on the couch sitting up, or is it laying down?
It was kind of laying like on the. Do you want it to move with it? I guess it would. It would.
That'd be nice, but yeah, I would like to have it move with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the body is kind of like. It looks almost like this person had been sitting. Hold on a second. Stop being a bitch.
You don't actually have to move
I got
with it. Which I just thematically, I know it's there.
I got it. Yeah, so it looks like this person had been kind of like sitting in the corner almost of the couch, leaning against the arm of the couch. And now it's kind of laying over the arm of the couch instead.
Okay. Beautiful. I would like it to attack the boulette.
Or welcome back, I guess. All
I
right.
actually have a thing for that.
If it's melee, it's with advantage, because prone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It has, it does have advantage
Yeah.
because it's prone.
22 hits, and that's 5 force damage. Got it.
Yep. 5 owies. Yep. Okay, and that's going to be it for Tempest.
I think that's plenty.
Thank you for actually allowing me to actually animate the real couch.
Yeah. Also, just
Makes it
so
so
that
much
you
better.
know, when I am making encounters now, I always account for another player. Because I'm like, this shit's not fucking nailed down. All right.
Thank you.
Kira.
Okay, I am going to be a little more hesitant. I'm gonna step forward. Is there any movement from the actual coffin that I can see? Can I isolate that the sound's coming from that?
What was your perception? Your perception check was pretty decent, if I remember correctly. So,
Yeah, I have and at worst I have a passive of 14.
yeah. So, yeah, you're fairly certain the sound you're hearing is coming from this coffin.
Getting louder at all?
It feels like it may have stopped. Like at first it was kind of like a stirring, and now it sounds like it may have halted.
Okay, I hate that quite a bit. Okay. We're gonna kind of sidestep past it, keeping an eye on it a little bit. 20. And then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna take aim. Remember what Marcus said. Shift my aim a little further to the right. And hopefully not pull a she in a non-fancy shot. Oh no.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, so
that
12
goes
does not
hopefully
hit.
nowhere.
Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit.
Yep.
And it definitely does not hit Marcus either, thankfully. It actually, when it, you let it fly, and even though it's not an actual arrow, you can just kind of hear it hit the plates on the thing, but not successfully pierce.
Okay. She's gonna shift a little bit more to the right so she hopefully doesn't hit Marcus. If she hits the couch, she will feel slightly less, but no, she'll actually feel worse. So let's aim in between. Fire again.
Yeah, that one hits.
Yep. Don't hit the couch. Don't hit the friends. 8 magical piercing damage.
It takes all of it.
Does prone? Oh, cat, nice. Kitty cat. Does prone give advantage to ranged attacks
I think
too?
it's all
Or not?
attacks. I think it's all attacks. So
No, so if you're firing, if it's a ranged attack, you have disadvantage.
Oh,
All
'cause you're
attacks
firing
within
into
5 feet
melee.
have advantage. All other attacks have disadvantage.
Yep.
Then I would have missed with that one because that would be a 12 with disadvantage. With that, then.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Then
Sorry, I was trying to help the first one.
No, it's fair. I don't want to be
No, and
cheating.
it's,
I
it
wasn't
is
thinking
fair.
about
I
it.
mean, if that thing was prone on its own and it wasn't in melee, I would say that you would have gotten advantage. But it is in melee right now, so it's at disadvantage.
Oh.
That's better though, and it's still 8. Look at that.
Well, I want to hit this thing, damn it.
So, Marcus, since you were there the last time it happened with the last one, if this thing could bleed, it would be bloodied.
This time her whistle is sharper and still somehow italicized as Min hopefully non-fancily murders the fuck out of this.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be advantage, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, roll with advantage.
Roll, 'cause if it
you're
gets-
rolling that 20.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, so your damage is just
I'm
on point.
Consistent.
Okay. All right. Anything else from Min?
Nope. Min is just going to prepare to try and intervene if the bullet attacks anyone, and that includes the couch. We protect our animated friends here.
Okay, got it.
Couches are friends too.
Bonkin, you're up.
Sometimes more so.
Right, so Abonkin is gonna unfancily and not in italicized swing twice.
Okay.
Oh, busted my balls.
Busting my balls.
Busted my balls.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 damage.
Fine, right.
You also have advantage that you should be
You
rolling.
do, yeah.
In case
Oh,
you
true,
crit.
true.
Just in case it's a crit. That
It was
is
not.
a crit. Well, it is a crit. It's just the wrong crit.
Alright, and then my bonus
Still hit.
action one.
I hate it. Go ahead and roll it again. Okay, that hits. Or 8.
8 damage.
Got it. This thing's looking a little rough. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. So no, I'm done.
All right. Aegis. You got back just in time.
So there's these 2 in front of me. Do they look humanoid?
These here, this one and this one, or that one. Yeah. So yes. Yeah. They all of the
Okay.
bodies look humanoid.
I just wanted to make sure because the one right in front of me, to me, almost looks like a goat. So
This
I wanted
one?
to make sure. Yeah.
Just because she's laying face down.
Okay.
She's not small like small, but she's a
Oh,
smaller
okay,
body
yeah.
than the other ones.
I zoom in, I can see it better, but where I was zoomed out, I'm like, that's a goat.
Not a
Not a goat. Yeah, I think at this point he's just in save mode. So he's going to go up to the next person, spare the dying, go on up, get ready for the next one.
Alrighty. Yeah, and so spare the dying works. Yep.
And then up to there to get ready for the next one.
Alright. Perfect. Alright, it is the Boulette's turn. And it's still pretty mad. Y'all have done a lot of damage to it, though. I think it's going to go for Bonkin this time.
That is fair.
Actually, it's first going... No, first it's going to roll over and stand up, which isn't much
Good boy.
different. It just doesn't have its feet going like this now. So now it's going to hit Bonkin. Yeah, Aegis, thank you.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have disadvantage on everyone. 'cause
Yeah,
Min's
so
here.
it does not hit. It's only a 14. So it just tries to go to bite at Bonkin, and in doing so, it tries to do it as it's standing up. So it's just kind of like the fat dragon from the D&D movie. It's not very good. That's how I was picturing it. So you guys need to be with me on that. All right, and then Kira from over here.
No mummies. No mummies.
Oh, don't worry. It's not mummies.
Okay, that's okay then.
That looks worse.
Not okay. Take it back.
Something
I've been doing vampire all
This
weekend.
bitch just
No more.
Count
Cross.
Dracula out of the fucking.
something crawls out of it's honestly not like a pretty or graceful sight like you might like how the movies have always shown. It kind of just like crawls out, rolls out, stands up.
Any idea what this
If
thing might
you
be?
yeah, so if you want to give me anybody who can see it. Yeah, I'd say Kira, maybe Tempest, and Aegis. I don't think you can see it. So Kira and Tempest, if you want to give me a history check. Bonkin, you're facing that's the same reason Marcus wouldn't get it. You guys are both facing the thing.
I was about to say, Aegis is faced the pure opposite direction.
Exactly the opposite direction. So Tempest and Kira. Tempest, you're not entirely sure what it is, but in the books that you used to read in your father's office, they did talk about like creatures that would sleep in coffins that appeared to be undead that were called vampires. Kira, you're almost positive that's what this is. You haven't experienced one before, but you're pretty sure that's what this is. All right, and that's all he can do, so moving on. Marcus.
Okay, so I have no idea this thing is there, right?
You would have heard. You probably would have heard the creaking of the coffin.
the-
I don't know if that would
right.
prompt you to turn around.
Nah,
but-
probably. Well, I mean, I am pretty hyper aware. Whatever. I'm fucking with the boulette right now.
Okay.
Just for record though, when I do turn around eventually, is this thing clothed?
It is clothed.
Okay. Is it nice clothing?
It's actually clothing you would expect to see in your time.
Oh.
So it's kind of surprising because everybody else here is wearing like new fancy stuff, but it does look almost costumey.
Okay. My ultimate nemesis, Count Chocula. We'll deal with him next round. Okay, so I guess I'll just keep working on this boulette. I will swing at it with the Radiant Blade.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
That is going to be, for 8 points of magical slashing.
Yep.
Swing around the head and down at it again with an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, second Radiant Blade Strike is 11 points of damage, so that's 19 total. And then I will follow up with my bonus action, and I will swing with the non-magical Scimitar Blade. That is only a 13, unfortunately.
Yeah, the 13 does not hit.
Okay. All right, and yeah, I'm just gonna hold my I'm gonna hold my position.
Okay, it is starting to look kind of wobbly. It doesn't look like it's gonna last much longer against you guys. Tempest.
Okay, Tempest would like to move away from that fucking vampire thing. He feels more comfortable being near the bullet than the fucking scary ass vampire that he's read in stories. So 5, 10, 15 right there. Okay, and then he's going to drop a whatchamacallit? The Cloud of Daggers.
Okay.
My last 3rd level spell on the on the hind end.
Okay.
This guy, not the
Let me just grab that.
Okay, and I think that activates. Yeah, it activates now. So he's going to take 12 slashes if you do.
Yeah, he takes
Take
it all.
slashes, that is.
He
Okay.
takes it all.
Oh, right, because the last one died from me. Yes, good.
And it's not looking good at all.
Okay. All right, and then let's let the couch do a little bit, do a little dance on him.
Okay.
And my couch does. Oh, not advantage. It's not gonna hit. Super not gonna
Yeah,
hit.
an 8 does not hit, unfortunately. The couch is kind of like gets up and wobbles to hit, and it's a little awkward. Maybe it's the body on it throwing its weight off.
You're much more awkward than hot garbage.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Hey, just give me a quick perception check, please. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you're pretty sure you hear something from over this direction. Kira, it's your turn.
I am going to non-fancily trace a glyph in the air and send it towards the vampire. And then I'm going to just try and hang on, I need to double check a text before I tell you the next part of what I'm going to do. So 1 second. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to shoot it. So nothing visible really besides this glyph that she sends towards it, and then she does a little pew pew towards the vampire for a
Nat 20
crit.
will hit, yeah.
Plus the radiant stuff that's going to also crit on that.
She was fancy, y'all. She was fancy
Yeah.
and it worked.
Yes, but I tricked the universe, so we're okay. So a crit with Branding Smite is going to be double the dice, so 4d6.
No, she did an extra thing.
So we have 13 points of magical piercing plus 18 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, and he does appear to take all of that.
Does
so
he
kind of-
appear to extra hate the radiant?
He does not appear to extra hate the radiant. No. So when he climbs out of the coffin and kind of stands up and is looking around.
I don't know if it's going to be relevant. It now sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and cannot become invisible until I lose concentration on this, which is a minute. But I don't think it's going to last that long.
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I wanted to make a clarification on something that I needed Xavier's opinion on. Okay. So you said it's shining a light on this thing? Or it's lit up now?
It is now. Let me actually have the spell send. Ignore the fact that it's going to roll the damage again.
That's fine, yeah.
Or it's not going to send the text. That's great. That's so helpful.
That's alright, I can look it up. Do the damage again.
Yeah, branding smite.
Why do you need this spell?
She was just gonna share it with me.
I'm sure he told you what it did. It doesn't matter.
I know, I don't know why she's doing it. Okay. Alright. So yeah, it takes the damage from you. It doesn't appear... It appears to have taken all of the damage, but it doesn't appear that it does extra from the radiant, so... Anything else?
No. Well, yes, I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
So yes. But what's weird about it is as she shoots it, besides the fact that it's lit up, it the crossbow bolt for just a moment materializes in the form of the glyph that she had sent towards it before, and it kind of does a little explosion as it hits, and then just a normal pew pew.
Okay.
Truly non-fancy this time. Because I probably missed.
Yeah, the 11 does not hit.
Yeah,
It
it's
kind of,
okay.
once you hit it the first time, it kind of looked toward you, and it was able to dodge the second one.
Okay. Then what I am going to do is reach for my blade, because I want blade in hand before this fucker comes towards me to try and get revenge for what I have done. And in fact, I am going to be stupid and go towards it. So if it tries to go for my friends, it has to get past me.
Okay.
Min is going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Bonkin.
Right. Well, seeing that this bullet over here is pretty fucked up, and everyone here is really, really good, he's going to, I guess, look towards Marcus and go, "Raw, I'm gonna go help Mishkira with that thing." I do see it, right? I hear it, right? Or do I have to turn around?
I would say you would need to turn around because Kira wasn't in front of you, so there's...
Fair enough. Okay, in that case, I guess I might as well just keep pummeling if I don't
That
notice
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. In that case, I'll just keep doing the 1-2 smackaroo.
Okie dokie. Yep, the nat 20 will hit.
I'm on fire tonight. What the hell?
You can't say that out loud. Bad things happen when you say that out loud.
Good. I feel bad for how much I've rolled.
No, be non-fancy. That's the trick.
So it's
So I guess-
actually 8.
Yes, but I didn't roll the crit damage again.
It's okay.
I rolled
The
it 2, so I
the
guess
8
it's...
does it. It's
yeah.
all right. So,
Plus raging.
Yeah, Bonkin slams his fist down. He's just done with it. He slams his fist down on this thing's head, on its noggin, and it stays down. It does not get back up. That is a giant red axe. Holy shit.
Right. I guess are we done? And he'll kind of turn around.
Okay, yeah, so as you're turning, you'd be able to see Kira back here with this, and Aegis is over here, knelt down by the bodies on the rug.
Well, he trusts Aegis and doesn't see any damage and didn't hear anything from there. And he'll go, oh, right. Guess there's one more. Mr. Marcus, and he'll kind of nudge him. There's one more down there in case you didn't notice.
Nice.
And he'll just kind of run down 5, 10, 15, 20. And
Okay.
bonus action, bonk him.
Bonk him, alright. Your nat 20 will hit.
What is happening?
Don't complain about it, because it's going to come back with the, what did you call it?
It's karmic dice. I'm going to get a lot more than that ones now.
Bullshit.
So 7.
So that's 6, 7, 8. So it'd be 8 because it's another crit.
Oh, yeah, duh, yeah.
And I guess the above one would have been 10, but it doesn't matter. It's dead.
Yeah, that one's done. Okay. Okay. Yeah, He's he's kind of blinking because he just crawled out of that coffin and is getting smashed, but he turns to you. Okay.
Right.
Anything else?
No, but all my fancy rage stuff applies to him now.
Got it. Aegis. I assume I know what you're doing, but what are you doing?
We are going to spare the dying first on the one in front.
Okay.
And then we're just going to move down a little bit. And that'll be all. We're kind of keeping an eye on this coffin.
Okay.
But that's about it.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, it's his turn. So he's going to kind of eyeball both of you. I think that he's going to
Hit me.
yeah, give me a second here.
Fucking laughs and says hit me, but when this thing dominates.
Mm-hmm. I know.
He laughs and he rolls his -4 wisdom save.
So it's actually going to try to punch you back, Bonkin.
Perfect. I accept this.
But I'm going to use a legendary action.
Just so you know, the legendary actions happen in between people's
Oh.
turns.
Never
And
mind.
it's
That's in
every
between people's
single
turns,
turn.
but he is still going to punch you.
You should use some shit on this.
Yeah, this is the first thing I've had with it.
Every single turn, you get 3 power.
It's a 28 to hit.
Yeah, I think that barely hits.
Okay. And that's gonna be for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that already halved?
No. So
Magical?
it's
Magical doesn't count.
it's not magical. No, it's just his fist.
Yeah, but does it say in the thing that it counts as magical weapons?
No.
Or the say, okay.
No.
Because a lot of them do say that, especially if it's got legendary actions.
Yeah.
All right, so
And then he's gonna try to
3 damage.
Yeah, so it'll be three bludgeoning, and then he is going to try to hit you again. That's a 16.
That still hits.
So this one, though, he's actually slashing at you with his nails, and it's going to be for 11 necrotic damage, which is magical.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. And that is all he can do.
Bonkin is just above bloodied.
Okay. And Marcus, it's your turn, but in between, he is going to try to punch Bonkin one more time. I'm going to use a legendary action for that. Damn it. Sorry, there's a lot to scroll through. Okay, so for that one now, he doesn't hit. That's only an 11. Okay, Marcus, your turn.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so as Marcus turns around, his do you want me to roll to see if I know what the fuck this thing actually is?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've never fought them before,
Yeah.
but you're familiar with what they are, and you've heard stories and rumors about how the same as Kira, like stories and rumors about how to kill them and stuff like that.
Okay. Does it look like a full-fledged, like an actual vampire? Or does it look more like a spawn?
It looks
Like, does it look intelligent and put together?
yeah,
or
it
more
looks
monstrous
intelligent.
And
Like
crazy?
it clearly went for the fighter.
Marcus is, for the first time, you guys see, well, for those of you who might see him, his face goes fucking pale and drops, and he begins to panic because this is not something that I think we are capable of fighting, but we're gonna try. So he is going to, I'm gonna stow one of my blades, and I'm gonna toss the radiant blade to my left hand. He's going to say, Master Tempest, if you can, keep that blade tornado going. And then I'm going to move up to this thing, and I'm going to attempt to grapple him with my attack action.
Okay.
So that is me making, I'm going to choose athletics, and he gets to pick either an athletics or a acrobatics roll, his choice, and they're contested.
Okay.
So for me, oh damn it, I only rolled a 12. That's not good.
Roll again. He rolled the same.
Okay.
Okay. So so Marcus runs up and puts his arms like on this guy. He's clearly trying to grab onto him and grab him. There's a huge struggle, and it looks like he's about to break away, but Marcus doubles up, and he actually does succeed.
He succeeds or I succeed?
Marcus
Oh, I
succeeds.
succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that I've got this bitch grappled, I am going to spend my bonus action for my psi-powered leap, which will grant me a flying speed of double my movement, and I'm going to fucking carry this bitch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and as I'm flying, I'm going to, so I kind of like grab him like around the neck, and as I do so, I kind of like hold the blade up to his throat, and I jump, and you guys see like this pink kind of aura around Marcus, I believe, because he's leaving combat range, melee range of Kira and Bonkin. If they have melee weapons, they can get an attack.
Yep, both of you can get an attack of opportunity.
If they have reactions, I guess.
The Boulette's body is still there. I just moved it to the map layer so you can actually see the guy you're fighting.
Okay. So as they're making their attacks, though, just so you know, Marcus is going to fly. He's going to land, struggling with this thing, and just fucking shove the dude into the tornado. Tornado.
Yeah, and you definitely successfully
tornado.
do so, and you are painfully familiar. The 10 does not hit, the 19 does.
Okay. Second attack, since I believe I still get both with extra attack.
No,
I think you only
don't.
get one. Yeah.
Okay,
When
well,
it's
okay.
attack of opportunity, you get one because it's just kind of like oh.
It's a reaction. You're spending your reaction to make one attack.
Yep.
Cool. That works. Then
Okay.
9 points of magical piercing.
Got it.
Stab him as he
Marcus,
goes past.
Anything else? Marcus?
Yeah, I'm not done with my turn.
Yeah.
So that was my movement, my bonus, my half of my attack. I'm going to use my second attack since you can split the two attacks up, and I'm going to actually swing at this fucking guy with the radiant blade as he's spinning in the tornado. Oh yeah, how much damage do you take from the tornado?
Oh yeah, can you roll the damage for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thank you.
Here it comes.
14.
Not bad,
All
not bad.
right.
Fuck.
It's pretty damn good.
And I rolled a 24 to hit him.
That hits.
All right, so that is going to be 4, 5, 6. So that's 10. So 10 points of magical slashing.
All right, he takes all of it, and honestly, he's not looking good already, Marcus.
I'm just gonna tell this guy before, as I'm drawing my second blade, I'm just gonna tell him, "You're kind of unwelcome here." And I end my turn.
All right.
Is that enough fancy for you guys?
Tempest, your turn.
Trying to not be
Fancy.
fancy.
See, now he's right next to the couch.
I
Okay,
thought
okay,
about that
okay.
too.
So, all right, let's
Is it on Tempest's turn or its
actually first
Its
and
turn.
foremost, I want to. Okay, can I get there?
That means that we can all smack the shit out of
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't get there. Okay, I'm gonna run up to Bonkin because he looks pretty hurt. I'm gonna drop Cure Wounds into him.
Okay. Nice.
So you're gonna get 10. All right, and then I'm gonna have my couch attempt to whack
Okay.
the vampire. That's the weirdest fucking sentence.
Yeah, the
Couch
9
kind
does
of
not
has a
hit.
built-in stake.
You're pretty sure that the body on the couch is just throwing its weight off enough that it can't manage
Yeah.
to land a hit. Anything else?
Man, you better start connecting, or I'm leaving you here. That's it.
Kira?
Well, Tempest over there making the real scary threat, so I'm just gonna walk over. She kind of, when she's moving now, she's not so much walking as she is like stalking over the thing. Like she is, it's definitely, Marcus would notice, well, might not because she's behind. It's that Shatterkai, like shadowy prowling movement as she's going towards this thing. And then she's going to try and just plain and simple stab it through the blades with her blade.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, the 13 does not hit.
She connected with the dagger. Let's try this again in a less fancy way.
Oh, the 15 does not hit, but you feel like you
Some of
got
us.
real close. You feel like you got real close.
Well, Min, I know you don't want to attack the daggers, but this fucker needs to die. And, son of a bitch.
Min tried to swat it in the same spot you just had, and unfortunately missed.
It's okay. We tried.
He's kind of writhing, like inside of the. He's trying to still get out of Marcus's grasp, so he wiggled.
Didn't
out.
want to stab Marcus.
To be clear,
Oh, yeah,
I
you
let
did let
him
go, that's
I'm not
true.
grappling him.
He's
I
writhing
got him
inside
to
the daggers,
I
yeah.
flew him and threw him in the fuck that, man.
Yeah, he's writhing inside the daggers because it hurts like a bitch. Okay, and then in between, let's see. I don't know what he can really do. You guys put him in a bad way. This thing?
Disadvantage if he tries to attack anyone except for Min.
Oh, is it his turn?
Well, I have legendary actions.
And disadvantage on
I'm-
Min because I punched him.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a legendary action to. Oops, I almost moved the couch. To move him, he's just gonna take a step back. So Marcus and Kira, you both get an attack of opportunity on him. He did not want to stay inside of those fucking daggers. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
All right, so I rolled a 22.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. So the way that this is going to be a wild one. So here's what I want you to know I'm trying to do. I have one more psionic energy point left.
Okay.
I have not. It says on each of my turns, after I hit a target within 30 feet of me and deal damage to it with a weapon, I can expend it to use the psionic strike. I have not used my psionic strike this round, and technically, since it works within the parameters, what I want to do is, as he's starting to walk away, I'm going to try to knock him prone so he can't fucking get out of.
Yeah, that's fine.
So he can't get out of the fucking daggers. I want this
Yep.
bitch dead.
Yep.
Okay, so I will hit him. I will deal. So that is 10 points of magical slashing,
Nice.
and then I will use my last psychic energy point, which will deal an additional 6 points of magical force. And
Alright.
then he needs to make a strength saving throw DC 13, or I will choose to knock him prone. He's a fucking vampire, so he probably makes it, but...
Well, he does if I don't roll shit. I only rolled a 10, so he does get knocked prone.
Fuck.
Nice.
So as he's trying to slip out of the daggers, I just
He like
bap
trips.
him in the
Yeah.
fucking head and boom!
He trips backwards. He actually steps on his stupid costume robes and falls backwards, and he is prone at present.
Oh my god, it's 2024. This dude was totally down here playing Vamps. Camarilla scum.
Is this what you do, Kira?
And he does not look good, guys. I mean, he looks really bad.
And I'm picturing us both like stabbing him at the same time, and then Marcus does the really cool prone
Yeah,
psionic
yep.
shit.
Yep. I love that you guys rolled the same thing and did the same damage, by the way. Bonkin, your turn.
Thank you, Mr. Tempest. That really helps. Anyway, sorry, but I gotta go up over there.
Go get him, big guy.
Be 35. I have 5 more feet. But that's enough. He's gonna, as he gets there, he's gonna go, Mr. Marcus, it's kind of awkward being on
step
this side of the
backwards
fight.
out of
That's why I was trying to knock him prone. I was trying to. That was the whole
Oh,
thing.
I
As
see
he-
what you're saying.
As he was going to move, my
That makes
reaction was
sense.
to
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
him and knock him
That makes
down.
sense. Just so that we're clear, he is still in the cloud of daggers. Just so that we're clear. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, he is still.
Yep.
it's kind of awkward having someone else keep them in the daggers. But I guess it's nice not getting stabbed by him, and I'm gonna punch him twice.
Okay.
He would have taken that on the end of his turn.
Thank you. Oh no, that was a legendary action.
legendary
Yeah.
action.
He's
It's at
prone,
the
right?
beginning
So
of
do I?
his next turn. Yeah, you get advantage. But we'll say that's at the beginning of his next turn, Tempest.
I rolled 2 twos.
Yeah, those do not hit. Sorry.
It's my karmic dice, guys. They're
Yeah,
kicking
they're
in.
coming back. Are you doing anything else, Bunkin?
But yeah, I have another attack.
There you go. That's a nat 20. All right.
I'm not gonna re-roll that because I don't think
Yeah,
I can get better.
Don't. What's the damage?
So that's 10 damage.
All right.
Shh, it's fine. They're metallic fists.
All right. Is that it? Anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. Aegis, you're up.
He's gonna go ahead and cast a Spare the Dying with distant meta magic to go ahead and hit the person on the far side there that he was not able to reach.
Okay.
And then he's just gonna holler, "We might have one more over here," and he will take like 10 feet over to here, and he's just keeping ready for whatever the fuck might happen because he hasn't seen the other one yet.
Aegis, take a DM inspiration if you don't have one, because you just spent 4 turns making sure that the people you're here to get are alive. Anything else?
That will be it.
Awesome. Okay, it's his turn. So 16 points of magical slashing from the Cloud of Daggers. He doesn't like that.
Yeah, boy.
He is, well, he already tried to step at him and that didn't go well. So he's going to stand up and he's going to try to hit Marcus.
You know what?
Disadvantage.
It is a disadvantage, but that was totally fair. I deserve to be fair. I deserve to get the shit smacked out of me now, and I am out of psychic points, and the only thing I got left is a second wind.
So the punch is a 26.
Oh fuck!
Even with disadvantage? Damn.
It's a fucking vampire, man. It's a full-fledged vampire. Like level 10 parties have trouble with vampires.
And so the damage on that is going to be 11, so it'll be 8.
11.
11 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And then he does try to slash at you with his claws, and it's a 17.
17 does not
Right.
hit.
So he, Bonkin, he hit you with this before, and you know it's gonna fucking hurt. But Marcus, it just kind of like scratches across his armor like a chalkboard, like nails on a chalkboard. It's terrible. So
That does
everybody
hurt.
has to deal
I'll
with
take
that
10
sound.
points. Yeah, that sucks.
All right.
I'd like to think that as he like strikes Marcus, this like blue ethereal fist just kind of like punches the claw just barely out of reach, and that's
Yeah.
when it scratches the armor and we all take damage.
And then everybody takes screeching damage. And then it is the end of his turn, so I'm going to use a legendary, my last legendary action here, to try to attack Marcus one more time. It's just a punch. though.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
I hope this couch just fucking
So-
punches a hole in this thing.
Again, the first one was a 25, the second was a 15. So you see that blue ethereal fist come up and punch his fist out of the way again. And yeah, he's kind of stuck, so he's gonna just stay in the damn cloud of daggers.
How much damage did I take from the fist?
It would have been.
You said it was 25 to hit, right?
Oh no, the first roll was a 25, but because it was disadvantage.
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I assume
yeah.
he's
No,
swinging
you took
twice.
already. You
Okay.
got what you got. And then
Okay.
he does look at Marcus, and he says, "Neither is yours." You just acted like the stupid dummies from Hocus Pocus on Halloween night. It's Marcus's turn. Go ahead.
All right, Marcus will activate the second set of blades now with the radiant in his primary hand, which is his right hand, and he is just gonna kind of laugh, and he's gonna go, I think it's time to dust this thing, and he's gonna spin the blade around his head and come down with a series of 3 strikes with no bonuses, no nothing. That's a 9. That's a miss. That's a 19.
19 hits.
All right, so that hits. That's for 8 points of magical slashing, and then he will, as he is rearing back with that blade, he will come in with the sneaky shanker, which is the offhand. And that is for hit for a 22.
That hits.
Now this is non-magical, but it is 9 points of slashing.
So, how would you like this to go down?
Oh, is it gonna dust him for
It's
real?
gonna dust him for real.
Holy shit. Okay, so I guess I miss him. With the first one, I'll swing up and over my head, and as I slash him with the radiant blade, I kind of imagine him falling like into the very furthest away wall of the daggers. And as he starts to literally hit and turn to like dust and ash, that's when I imagine like Bonkin's like, oh, this is time. Fucking hammer punch and whatever the hell else you guys do. But then Marcus will run that final blade up into his chest, twist it towards his heart, and just run it all the fucking way through. Try to sever the connection between that and the rest of his body.
Nice. I love that your how do you want to do this description involves your party members. That's awesome.
Oh, it has to. They're there. It's not just a me thing. Come on, this is a adventure game.
Take a DM inspiration.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll never use it because I know every time you fucking give me one, I roll that one.
They're all ones.
It's like a 1, a
It's
2, and a 3,
loaded
back to
die.
back. Fuck your turn.
Here,
All
try
right.
this.
Not
Okay.
gonna lie, that description was epic as hell.
It was very good. It's not surprising coming from Xavier, but it was a very good description. I love it. Okay, so Marcus dusted this vampire. We are staying in initiative order, just to be clear. So anything else you want to do, Marcus?
Oh yeah, no. Since Aegis called out, we might have another one over here. It's time for Daddy to go to work. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I don't have any points to do anything fancy anymore. My fanciness is worn out. Just lame. I'm not even italic or bold. I'm just old-fashioned underline over here.
He done used all his fancy. All right, moving on to Tempest.
Okay, so seeing the clear and present danger gone, I think he's going to drop the Cloud of Daggers because he can't move it. It's my least favorite thing about this spell, but that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then he will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right in front of the door here. And then he will command his couch. We're going to call him Lounging Larry. He's going to kind of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just kind of lumbering its way across the floor here. Yeah, and I guess actually before I no wait, what's the range on that? Actually, how does Marcus look right now? Is he looking pretty hurt?
He is looking.
He's not too hurt. He doesn't look like Bonkin did. Yeah, I looked over.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. Am I still in range for that anyway? Yeah. I'm gonna give Bonkin a healing word.
Okay. What level?
It's gonna be level 2, so you're gonna get 6. Better than 0.
Yeah, you guys hear the familiar.
There it is.
And Bonkin, you get that sweet bard healing.
Feel that
That'd be
healing
up.
energy, baby.
Runs me up to a perfect 60. I like it.
All right, and that's it for Tempest.
All right. Just in time. Aegis, you will see. If the other one was not graceful, this is just a billion times worse. This thing crawls out. It's smaller. It does not look as well, you didn't see the other one, but this thing, it kind of like claws its way out of the coffin, and as it stands up, it is very clumsy looking. Like, it looks like it's having a hard time figuring out how to stand on its own 2 feet at the moment. Kira, your turn.
Okay, sorry, I'm counting squares. Because that is a wall, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So what I am going to do is Kira is going to action and then bonus action dash.
Okay.
And then which thankfully actually I can't go any further, otherwise that would be very bad for me and Min. And she's reaching for her crossbow as she's going, move into action to dash, not bonus action. I am not a Sybil.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yep. And then she's going to just call to Min, who also is... Crap, I actually have to check Min's movement. She might be able to get there when I can't. Yep. Okay, cool. So, 1 second, counting again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stupid. You describe them well enough. Unfortunately, I just have a lot of experience with monsters.
Min just fucking books it. Same thing Kira's doing. But she rounds the edge of this thing and is just snarling and growling at this thing in all her mechanical ferocity, I guess.
Yeah. Meow, meow.
Rawr.
Anything else? Is that it?
Other than taking the mental note to load a soundboard into Min, no, that's it.
All right. Bonkin, it's your turn.
Right. So Bonkin, I don't think can actually see where it is because there was a wall, but Aegis said it's over there somewhere, so he's just gonna go to Aegis. That puts me there, 1 max movement, and I'm going to dash. Action dash for another 45, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40? Scroll down, it confused me, and I hope that's correct.
Yeah, it looks right.
I'm either there or like a block to the right, but I'm in range either way. Just on that's basically everything I'm going to do, but on a side note, as he goes on the carpet, he takes particular care to like walk around the people and not like step on them.
I appreciate that, and noted. I'm sure Aegis appreciates it as well. Okay.
You know that like awkward tiptoe thing that you like? Yeah.
You see in cartoons. Anything else that you're doing, Bonkin?
No, because I cannot just bonus action attack, so no.
Okay. Aegis.
Just kind of based off cursory glance, how does Bonkin look?
Based off cursory glance, he doesn't look as bad as he did when he was standing here.
He's not shitting his intestines.
Yeah, his innards are still innards, but he's a little. He got hit a little bit. Outwards.
Yeah, we will throw Cure Wound 2nd level distant meta magic to Bonkin.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Dead. Marcus.
All right. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Marcus is going to get to here, and he's going to peek around the corner and take a look at this broad who is, I guess, fighting Bonkin. Does she seem pretty engaged with Bonkin? You know what? I'm sorry. I saw the figure was a female. Am I assuming that this appears to be a female?
It appears to be female, yeah.
Okay.
Tattered clothing. It appears to be female. She's wearing a dress and has like the long hair and facial features of a female.
Okay.
I wouldn't say she's engaged. She's still kind of wobbling on her feet, and Bonkin kind of ran up on her.
Excellent. So then what Marcus is going to do is, as he moves forward, he is going to think back to that moment earlier when Aegis kind of looked like he was freaking the fuck out. And he knows that vampires and vampire spawns are way scarier than any boulette any fucking day. He's going to, in an attempt to take his mind off of this fear, he's going to kind of crouch down next to him, and he's going to try to feign more wounded than he currently is and beg for healing. So he kind of drops to one knee, and he he unhooks part of the chest plate, and as he opens it, you can see the wound. I don't know how you want to do that, Canis, but he's going to say to Aegis, "Shit, Master Aegis, that fucking vampire got me across the chest here, and I think I got bit by the bullet. Can you help me, please?"
Of course, of course.
And I'm gonna end my turn. I'm literally, I don't know if you want me to. He's obviously faking. Do you want me to roll persuade, or to try to bullshit him, or?
Aegis would Aegis have any reason to suspect he's lying?
No.
No.
It's one of those things of he's been so focused on avoiding that one thing. The moment something comes up like this, yeah, he's not gonna question it.
And I would guess, correct me if I'm wrong, Aegis, but I would guess that he kind of looks a little bit more like Aegis in that moment too, where he's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you succeed, Marcus. All right.
Cool. I'm ending my turn right there.
Tempest.
Good thing I didn't have my guns, because I would have spent my action to blow these bitches to death.
You would have shot Bonkin.
I just shot Bonkin in the back 3 times.
I was about to say, please don't. I'm in front of them. With your track record.
It's so bad.
Okay, I'm gonna move Tempest. Tempest up 5, 10, 15, 20, 29. 30. Right there.
Okay.
Okay. Oh shit, there's another vampire there. Fuck. Let's. Yeah, right. Let's do some Bane. Let's do some Bane on this vampire. You thought the darkness was your ally. Alright, so she's gonna need a 13 charisma save, please.
She's super charismatic. Just look at her.
Yeah.
13. Hold on a second. She got exactly a 13. So she did save, unfortunately.
Well, shit. Okay. Then I'm gonna move my couch up. Make sure he doesn't step on these poor people here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't care about stepping on these skeletons.
Okay.
Okay, that. Yep, that does it for me.
Okay. Okay, it's her turn. So, with her newfound friends, she's gonna claw at Bonkin. It's only a 12. She gets one more. This one, Bonkin, since you were up close to the other one, she is clearly more feral than the other guy was. Okay, so she's actually gonna try to bite you as well. But it's only a 14. So she comes out of this coffin. Where did Bonkin go?
I'm right here. What do you mean? Oh, wait, where did I go? What?
You deleted him. Hold on a second.
No, I didn't. I promise.
I don't think I did. She's gonna delete Bonkin. There he is.
I cast delete.
As she rolls a nat 20 and drops him to straight to 0.
Oh, I was worried it was
It
worse than
disintegrates
that.
him.
Yeah, that's what I was worried it was a finger point and disintegrate.
Nah, I'm not that rude yet. You guys gotta be a little bigger.
Yet.
So she is going to so she climbed out, and Bonkin approached her, and almost immediately she starts trying to claw at him, misses, and then she's like and tries to bite him, but misses. And she can't do some of the same cool shit. So Kira, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing to do.
Unfancy shit.
10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Yep. 25. Yep. Unfancy stabbings.
Okie dokie.
Stabbings.
Yeah, it's the unfancy way of saying stabbing. I don't think the dice are believing my bullshit anymore.
So you feel like you just barely missed. She's moving around quite a bit, and you would have hit, but because she's doing these feral sort of crazy movements, you just barely missed. She dodges out of the way just in time.
You know what? That reminds Kira way too much of old home. So she's just gonna try and put an end to that.
The 16 hits.
Horrible damage. But
Damage.
yeah, magical 5 piercing, and then Min is going to come up. And it's almost without prompting. There's just the softest little summoning, and then Min goes, and it's not going to send through. Okay, let's try that again. Min's going to do a thing. Why is it not connecting? This is great.
There you go. I see.
Oh, she's going to miss horrifically.
She missed horrifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Just as a note, when you successfully hit her, you did not feel like you did, because it's just, oh no, it is a magic weapon. Yeah, she took it off.
Yeah. Yeah, everything I do is magical in some form.
So you slash her, you're able to successfully damage her. She does not seem like she appreciates it very much. And and then Min runs up and almost seems oddly frantic for a creature that was created from inanimate objects, but misses. And we're back to Bonkin.
Right, that was close. Thank you, Miss Kira and Mr. Aegis, for the healing. Sorry about this, miss, but you seem a bit more wild than your friend. Anyway. And he was going to swing.
Okay.
I think he'll also get you kind of go, but Mr. Marcus, you look, never mind. He's going to turn around realizing what he's doing.
Yeah, thank God you're wise.
Yeah, 22 will hit, yeah.
For 8 damage.
Okay. She does take it.
She deals force damage.
Yeah.
How about a 12?
That's a fucking killer upgrade.
12 doesn't hit, sorry. 12 misses. So you successfully hit her, and because you were just kind of doing this talking thing, you do a little celebration, and then you miss when you come back with the second one. You have a third, don't you, or is that it?
No, I don't have multi-attack.
Okay,
This is 2-weapon fighting, yes.
Gotcha.
Is essentially what it is.
All right, moving on to Aegis then. Assuming you're done. Are you moving or anything, Bonkin?
No, I am done. I am
Okay.
going to stay right here. All my fancy rage stuff applies to this woman. Blah, blah, blah.
Noted. Aegis, you're up.
And Min covers Bonkin.
Okay.
So, fair warning, Marcus, I am going to be healing you. Do not apply the healing immediately, because the roll could get changed. But we're going to drop a 4th level.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I feigned being injured. I'm not hurt right now.
And you know what? I see a 1 in there. I don't like that. So as a Divine Soul Sorcerer, I'm going to use Empowered Healing to go ahead and spend a sorcery point and re-roll that.
I called that. Alrighty. Oh, shoot.
So 14 minus 1, 13 plus 6, 19 points.
So yeah, so that healed me not only all of my normal hit points, but because the temporary hit point buff lasts for 8 hours, it also heals back all 10 of those.
You said take back those hit points.
Holy shit, I'm literally glowing.
Hey, yeah, you came and feigned injury, and I'm like, oh shit. Wham! And that will be it.
Alrighty.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, Marcus. Okay. Marcus, it's your turn.
Okay, so Marcus will very earnestly say to Aegis, realize that because he'd forgotten he had that barrier of extra protection, and he sees that re-glow and he goes, "Thank you, Master Aegis." And he snaps the breastplate back in, and then he fucking, with renewed vigor, begins to charge. How high is the ceiling in here, by the way?
I realized, like, partway through this fight, I never told you guys, it's 40 feet.
40 feet high? Excellent. Then what I will do is I will take a 5-foot step, and with my boots of striding and springing, which make my jump 90 feet, I'm going to jump over Min and this bitch just enough to land behind them.
Okay.
And that is the remainder of my movement. But I will swing at her with the radiant weapon. That's a 12 on the first one. I believe that misses.
The 12 misses, yeah.
Okay, the second swing around my head and give her a
That'll do.
whippity-doo-dah. Here we go. Oh, pretty low on those dice, but it's 7 points of magical slashing.
Okay.
And then I will... fuck, I don't have to use my second wind. I'm going to walk out of this fight with a skill still. I'll use my offhand for the non-magical scimitar.
Okay.
And that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And this is for regular damage, not magical, but it is 10 points of slashing.
Okay, it does appear that it does not damage her as much as you would expect with that weapon. But she takes the, damage that she takes. Anything else?
No, that's it. I end my turn.
Alright, Tempest, you're up.
Okay. He's going to step over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right about there. Alright, and then cast. Fuck it. Let's try this. Let's try Bane again. One last time. Alright, so that's 13 charisma, please.
She fails. I got a 3 that time. She is
There it go.
baned.
There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, D4 on all the things. And then my couch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Slowly making its way.
Oh, did I put that on you?
Clomp, 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 clomp. Okay, that's it.
Oh, it's so
Yeah, just scooching and screeching along the floor.
Can't it fly?
Yeah, doesn't it have flying speed?
Oh, it does. Yeah.
This bitch walks.
Okay, just want to make sure.
This asshole's done almost nothing. He's walking.
He's being punished right now. He has to do laps for not hitting anything.
Try not
What,
to shake the
there's
body
a
off of it.
Carpet or something?
What'd you say?
What's that?
It's not like it's not like it's a carpet or something. You can't just go flying. That'd be preposterous.
Exactly, right.
Sorry, I forgot the accessory. It's back on there now. Okay, so that
There we
brings
go.
us to her turn. So as her turn begins, in all of her feralness, you guys actually see she had something in her hand, and she bites it,
No, what the fuck?
and then just keeps it in her hand. But she looks like she might be feeling a little better.
Can we see what she's eating?
It looks like a small animal, maybe a rat,
what
maybe
the
a bat.
fuck? Yep, Kira was right. It's a gangrel. Only feeding on animals.
And then she's going to try to attack Bonk.
Fair.
With claws, it is a 16.
That hits.
With a disadvantage?
Oh, you know what? Thank you for that. I forgot that Min had him. No, it's only a 9
D4.
and a D4.
D4.
Okay,
And a
with the,
D4.
She's gonna miss.
the bite. I'm not even gonna roll again. The bite
For the
was
next attack, it is not disadvantage because I'm using my reaction for that one.
okay. Let's see. So even still though, with the
D4.
yeah, so I rolled a 4 on the D4, so she misses with the bite as well when she goes after Bonkin to bite him. But you do get to smell her breath, and it is terrible. Kira, your turn.
No, just no. Still picturing the places long before she tries to stab a bitch.
That misses, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. She should probably focus on the present and stab a bitch again.
Yeah, the 12 misses too.
Yeah, no, this is, that's fine. Min takes the animal eating personally.
Yeah, the
9
21 will hit.
points
Yeah.
of force damage.
Yeah, so so Min does take it personally and attacks, and it looks like pretty much everything that she just kind of healed back by sucking on whatever creatures in her hand is gone again. So she looks like she's hurting the same she was before that.
Min snarls, kind of trying to keep the attention a little bit since Kira's missing horribly, and Min's like, no, Mom, I got this.
Okay. Anything else?
No, we're just moving on.
Bunkin, you're up again.
Right. He's gonna kind of pat Kira on the back. It's all right. Just take your time. I'm sure you can hit it. And right. Look, it's a bit like this, and he's gonna try and punch her twice. I really want this to miss because it's be comically fun.
That does not miss.
Oh, like that.
10 damage.
Okay, yep, she takes the 10.
And that's how you miss. There you go.
Yeah, the 14 missed. So Bonkin punches and hits the first time, and Kira's like, oh, and then the second time he's looking over at Kira, so he completely misses with the second punch.
Right, and this is how you not hit. And then he hits himself.
Yeah, bonk.
I am taking notes.
Anything else, Bonkin?
No, because that's my action and bonus action, and I don't want to move.
All right, Aegis, you're up.
Keep it real nice and simple. We're just going to call down a sacred flame.
Okay. It's a 13?
14.
14
Dex.
Dex. She got exactly a 14.
Oh, bitch.
Then that will be it.
Okay.
That's right, you know who's right.
Marcus!
Come on, bitch.
Do you have the Oompa Loompa song stuck in your head, Candace?
A little bit, but I was singing.
We watched that movie today.
Yeah, we did, the new one. But as I was skipping through all the things you killed, I was going, Oompa, Loompa, Doompa.
I could see with the head shake.
A 9 misses. 26
The 26 hits. Swing around twice. Second one lands for 10 magical slashing.
Okay.
And I will use my bonus action and follow up with the offhand non-magical scimitar, but that's an 8. So that is a miss. And I will end my turn.
Okay, she's looking pretty bad. You're seeing her quickly degrading. Tempest.
Okay.
Is the couch gonna make it?
No.
Yeah, Tempest. Well, actually, let's first and foremost.
30. Oh, it
You know
can't.
what? Fuck
If
the
it
couch.
comes
It's not
as
gonna
a
get there in
spin, it can
time.
go right on top of the coffin.
You know what? You just stay there, couch. We got this. And then he will
It could
he will
fly.
focus inward again to try to
Oh.
get that blast happening again that was almost reactionary before. Now he's going to try to do it on purpose. So here we go with 2 blasts
Okay.
straight to this lady's face. Okay.
Yeah, the 23 definitely.
Number
hits.
2. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, both of those hit, and she's like I said, she's looking really bad. And the Eldritch blasts, when they hit, since everybody's really up close now to the target for the first time, it's almost as though Tempest threw, like it's not what you expect of an Eldritch Blast. It almost explodes like water when it hits.
Is it like
It
hot
with the super
water,
soaker.
or is it more like acidic? Like, is it burning it away, or is it just like
It
so
would
fucking
it would
forced
probably
like a jet?
it would probably feel cold. Like if like anybody gets any kind of like splatter from it, it'd probably feel cold to you, like water.
Cool. That's badass.
Anything else, Tempest?
Lounging Larry, and he's gonna hang out there because he's just stay there.
All right,
You're
Lounging
fired.
Larry, you stay up there.
Your
All right.
least favorite animated object.
So moving to her.
I was
turn.
expecting so much more from you, Lounging Larry.
Lounging. Well, I
If
mean, when
only you
was
learned to fly.
It was in a vampire's cave, so you know. So she she brings that thing up to her mouth again, and
Fucking bitch.
looks a little better, but still looking pretty fucking rough. You guys fucked her up real good.
Man, in hindsight, I should have burned that fucking action series.
She's gonna. No, you used that right. She's gonna. Let's see. She's feral. I'm just gonna roll a d4 to see who she attacks. It'll be Kira 1, Bonkin 2, Min 3, Marcus 4.
Goddamn, this bitch got 4 attacks.
No, I had to pick who's getting attacked.
Oh,
And it's
I thought we each
Kira.
got one.
Kira,
I was
you're
like, yo.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Fuck,
Yep.
boy.
Don't tell me
D4.
the number if she hits, just if she does.
Okay.
Please.
D4.
And the d4.
Yes, D4.
This bitch didn't
Thank
hit
you,
shit.
everyone. Thank you, everyone, for remembering my bane. By the way.
The bite, there's no way that hits either. So so she slashes at Kira with the one hand that doesn't have the creature in it, and then tries to bite her, but she misses both times. You'll see that blue fist show up and kind of punch her in the jaw to stop the bite. And Kira, it's your turn.
Okay. She is going to just try and do some stabby of her own.
Okay.
Nice and simple. Number 1.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of a miss. Okay, cool. Number 2.
That's also a miss. I'm sorry.
I
That's a
should
2.
not be in this fight. So thematically, Kira is looking like she is in this fight, but her mind is very obviously elsewhere. She is seeing things from long before. And I'm just gonna yes and it. Min, however, has no such delusions, and hopefully hits.
That does hit.
Okay, 10 force.
All right.
Yeah,
And Marcus,
Kira's
you would-
almost swinging desperately a little bit.
I was gonna say, Marcus, you would notice the change in Kira's demeanor during this fight, where she seems maybe even shaken. So Min hit. Okay, guys, we are at the top of a round. Do we want to try to go one more?
Might as well try
Everybody
to knock
says
it out.
yeah. Are you good, Kevin?
I'm gonna-
I'm
Let's
good.
kill this undead bitch.
All right, Bonkin.
Right, so I'm gonna do something different this time. She's probably not gonna live long enough for this, but Bonkin's gonna kind of look over to Kira, and she's kind of go, "Calm down. You need to learn to control your anger." And I'm gonna use the help action on Kira. I'm gonna spend my action to help Kira, get advantage on one attack for her turn.
Okay. Very nice. If you don't have one, take an inspiration. You guys are amazing to each other today. My God. Were you gonna do anything else?
I can't. I can only a bonus action attack if I am action attacked.
Okay. Aegis, you're up.
I think we're gonna do the same thing. Sacred Flame.
It was a 13? 14?
It is a 14.
Okay, she
Yep,
rolled a
14.
She rolled a 12. And actually, with the d4, it's less than that, so she failed.
So 9 radiant then.
All right. Okay, got that. Yeah, so she takes the full effect of that. She doesn't seem real happy about it, but it just for the record, it doesn't seem like it does extra. Anything else, Aegis?
That will be it.
Okay. You know whose turn it is.
It's my turn. All right, let's do this thing. Here we go. From the top, Radiant Blade over the head, swing, and that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
4. Ooh, max damage, 12 points of magical slashing. Second attack, spin in the air and come down hard for a 21.
That hits.
This is for, again, max damage, bringing my total for the turn to 24 magical slashing. I will then burn my bonus
No.
action. Okay.
How do you want this to go down?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Twice, huh? Okay. Alright, so I'll hit her with the first blade kind of like underneath the, or like just above the shoulders, like in the spine. And as her head starts to slide forward, that's when Bonkin, who's like, here, look, if you just hit her right here, I'm imagining this anyways, you could correct me if I'm wrong. And that's when Kira's like, oh, like that? And runs the fucking blade up into this bitch's heart. As she starts to slump down, Min grabs the dead rat out of her hand and pulls it in. Maybe doesn't eat it, but I figure it's a cat instinct, and that's when she gets the third blade, which will decapitate her.
Perfect. And we have effectively completed combat.
Whoop, whoop.
We did it.
Hell yeah.
I'm really surprised we did it.
I'm not. You guys are smart with the way you use shit. That's why I made such a difficult encounter. I will tell you, and I'll make this quick because I know we're already past 10, but I have been very concerned that it has not been challenging enough for you guys because I feel like you walk away with a lot of your stuff very often, but it's because you're all tactical and smart in the way that you use your skills and you complement each other. So expect more like this. Not vampires, but this difficulty is what I'm aiming for. Make you
Yeah, it's
sweat
not
just
an
a
easy
little.
fight.
Yeah,
It's
like
always difficult finding the right challenge level.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And to be honest, like this was a really good challenge level for the entire thing as far as like a mission, quote unquote.
Right.
Cause like, yeah, I still have some reserves, but I'm getting low, man.
I mean, I was at full health, but I was down to 3 attacks around and a prayer. I had that whatever that heal thing is, the second wind. But
Oh,
once that
yeah.
was out, I mean, that's it. It's down to potions at that point.
Right.
So
That's that.
thank God we fucking burned them while we did. I'm glad we didn't see, by the way, whatever that caster had up its sleeve. I am in no way, shape, or form interested in dealing with enemy spellcasters.
If you guys-
as a DM, no, thank you.
If you guys had not taken that mage out first, the necromancer, very obviously,
He was gonna summon the fucking dudes in the middle, wasn't he?
he was gonna summon something. Look around on the map.
Oh,
bones.
up
is that
top.
all the bones?
There's a shitload of bones.
Oh, it could have just been a shitload more skeleton. Oh my god!
Yeah,
imagine
he
how
was
much
about to-
harder that would have been.
Yeah, he was
Macabre,
about
is
to
that what it's
fucking
called?
dance macabre. Yeah.
Oh man.
You guys did things in
Man,
the right
okay,
fucking
that was a
order.
good use of an action surge.
Definitely.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
I'm gonna go right Chicky. Thank you guys for hanging out and stream.
All right,
I was already a little worried
Not-
just because I heard robes and I'm like, no.
There will not be a crochet and chill stream. I'm traveling for work this week, but we will be back on Friday with some more City of Villains. It's been a lot of fun. But thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Love this everything. I was honestly, I want to talk to